V-CiPz on the beat.
I am uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. I am lifted, yeah. I am lifted, yeah. I'm uplifted, yeah. I'm uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. I am lifted, yeah. I am uplifted,
I'm so
yeah.
high, yeah. Shawty wanna slide with the gang, we cause mischief. I'ma hit it hard like this 808 kick. 1, 2, 3 times like a fucking hat trick. I'm obnoxious, I don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm toxic, fuck your system up. This that Uno and V-CiPz. We get so motherfucking lifted. Baby, right up on a spaceship. Just you and me, kush all in the atmosphere. Come smoke with me. Baby, come smoke with me. There's some shit that you ain't never seen. Oh no.
I am uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. I am lifted, yeah. I am lifted, yeah. I'm uplifted, yeah. I'm uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, yeah. I am uplifted, you see me tryna party. I am uplifted, I be sipping on that Cardi. I am uplifted, me and Neri gonna blow up. Whenever we at the party, we are gonna show up. I'll be chillin' high right now, smoking V-CiPz. And I once had a song featuring V-CiPz. Things fucking changed and I'm now just uplifted. Higher than a motherfucker, I'm so uplifted, yeah. Lifted, yeah. So uplifted, lifted, yeah. Uplifted, uplifted. I am uplifted, yeah.
V-CiPz on the beat.
Can you please consider it? 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 Can you please reiterate? Can you please consider it? Can you please consider it? Can you please consider it? Why can't you consider it? Are you just illiterate? I can sense your bitterness, the things you fucking say or gibberish. No matter what, don't care the difference. Why should I care when you can't consider it? You so damn ignorant, let me enter it. Listen to my rhetoric, you a degenerate. Filled with entitlement, I got enlightenment. See me, I'm violent, I'm cruising and idling. Slay him in silence, I kill him with kindness and slaughter and violence. I'm the wrath of Leviathan, so make sure you consider it. Can you just consider it? Why you causing problems, bitch? Can't you just fucking consider it? Can you please 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 reiterate? Can you please consider it? Can you please consider it? Can you please consider it?
I'm so inconsiderate. I'm killing rappers that's illiterate. I do not fuck with the gibberish. She sucking my dick to these wedding shit.
Mama don't say nothing.
I'm spitting shit that go so dummy. Hot shit make your nose runny.
Man, that shit wasn't even fire.
Ha ha to you bitch niggas. Rest in peace to my nigga Dame. Young Bulls, Eddie MJ. Swear to God I don't fucking play. TIC3 niggas DMing me. Where's 3 like D-Way went missing. Here it is, I hope you niggas catch it.
Can you please consider it? 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 Can you please reiterate? Can you please consider it? Can you please consider it? Can you please consider it?
Say my name. She just wanna be all on the TV. She want it in her face like 3D. She is someone that you can't believe. Believe me, believe me, believe me. She just wanna be all on the TV. She want it in her face like 3D. She is someone that you can't believe. Believe me.
Believe me, yeah. You see me, perceive me, yeah. You see through me, right? Do you believe in me? What do you see in me? All up on TV, yeah. Believe me, got a verse for anybody. Talk about the click and somebody fuck with them, I'll put them down quick. Goddamn, y'all know you're fucking with me. Simpson Uno never fucking miss. Got your girls here and they're both about to kiss. So divinely smoking pie, we on that grind, that overtime is so beyond the echelon. Put us on cause they moved on, so trying to make us fun, but we just played their pawn. So I really hope y'all see me. Believe me, believe me.
Believe me, believe me. She just wanna be all on the TV. She want it in her face like 3D. She is someone that you can't believe. Believe me, believe me, believe me. She just wanna be all on the TV. She want it in her face like 3D. She is someone that you can't believe. Believe.
All up in your face like 3D, 3D.
All up in your face like 3D.
3D.
All up in your face like 3D.
In your face.
She just really don't believe me.
Believe me. All up in your face like 3D, 3D.
All up in your face like 3D.
3D.
All up in your face like 3D.
In your face.
She just really don't believe me.
Yeah, believe me, me. She just posting cannons for the gram, see? For the gram. She just dropping fan pics for the fans, see? The only fans. She only care about them and her plans, see? Yeah. She's speaking behind my back, y'all don't believe me. She's speaking behind my back, y'all don't believe me. She cheating behind my back, y'all don't see it, please. Yeah. Believe me, believe me. Believe me. Believe me. Yeah. Believe me.
V-CiPz on the beat.
On my feet, we be in the streets. On my feet, we in the industries. On my feet, she be in the sheets. On my feet, yo can see the feet. On my feet, we be in the streets. On my feet, we in the industries. On my feet, she be in the sheets. On my feet, yo can see the feet. On my feet, like now, like I'm 10 toes down. Way back when the club closed down, she was standing on her feet. See, she got the pose down. I'm on my feet, losing all my brothers to the streets. I went to clubs that they wouldn't let you in. I'm a fiend, you see me, cause I won't let you in. If you think that you the one, but I know you aren't. Snake bites on me cause I got a warrant. Tryna fiend on me cause they be carded. On my feet like 2016. Problem is, if I meet a girl tonight, I scheme. Then going to the nights, I realize that I'm off of lunch. So I see you there tonight, you see me holding your girl ass too tight. On my feet, we be in the streets. On my feet, we in the industries. On my feet, she be in the sheets. On my feet, yo can see the feet. On my feet, we be in the streets. On my feet, we in the industries. On my feet, she be in the sheets. On my feet, yo can see the feet.
4, 3, 2, she gon' get you running with my pockets in my. I go slow, baby, coming right. You can't win, driving your niggas lanes. On my feet, I'm on my feet. Running. I'm on my feet. Losing all my niggas in the streets. I'm on my feet. This is dirty, never win. I'm on my feet. You gon' have to cross the biggest stage.
Yo, what's up everyone? This is V-CiPz. Welcome to the stream. We're about to get started with episode 28 of the broadcast. Tonight's episode is going to be pretty packed. I hope you guys are ready. We have 12 concurrent viewers in here and we already hit 10 likes. Thank you guys for the support. We're on the way to 15 likes. Help us out and show support if you enjoyed the stream by smashing the like button. We will be talking about a bunch of different topics tonight. But first, I want to mention that later tonight, we will be having a guest on the show, Karl Rocco. Super dope Twitch streamer, good friend. Know him through the Switch Mob, through V-CiPz, and through many other communities that we all know of, and I very appreciate it. Yo! Tommy Raikou going off already with the fiery Bakugo. Let's go. Let's start the stream with hype. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Tommy, that honestly made my day. Shoutouts, Tommy. Thank you for coming through, bro. And don't worry, I appreciate you sharing the stream. And if you can stick around to hang out, it would mean a lot, bro. It would. Thank you to the 15 concurrent viewers. Tonight's episode of the broadcast, we will be talking about Microsoft buying Bethesda. We'll be talking about the Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase that happened last week. And then we talk about some of our favorite games that we've been playing recently. That's the three main topics that we'll be talking about together with Karl Rocco. But before that, we have a handful of topics we'll be discussing before that. And definitely get those fiery Bakugo emotes in the chat for the bro, Tommy Raikou. 100% click in the building. And by the way, it happened to Gunslinger and many other people. Their memberships didn't renew. And we were at 74 members at one point. And now we're back down to 70 again for the second time ever. So if you guys can make sure you check to make sure it's on auto renew. And if you aren't on already, then definitely do that. That'd be awesome. And shout outs to Karl Rocco. You're already here. Awesome, bro. Thank you for coming through. And I'll be having you on the show in about 40 minutes. I'm going to call you up on Discord, and then we'll talk about Microsoft buying Bethesda. We'll be talking about the Nintendo Direct that happened recently. All of our thoughts on that and more. So thank you so much, Karl Rocco, for coming through. And I really appreciate that you wanted to be on the show. I really appreciate that you're able to make it as well. Thank you so much. And Time Raikou says, I plan to stick around. Also, DM me some food to pick up for tomorrow, as I'm out of ideas and I don't care. I'll give you food ideas. I'll definitely give you some food ideas, bro, to pick up. I'll do that, bro. Definitely. Shouts to Knife Life Media. 100% clicking over Knife Life Media in the building. How you been? Shouts to Rings the Fox. That's awesome. Congrats. You're moving to your new house tomorrow. Congrats, Rings the Fox. It's awesome. Shouts to Ash Off the Chain. Welcome to the stream. Shouts to St. Lou coming through as well. 100% click members coming through to show support for this episode of the broadcast. If you guys could share the stream, everyone who's here, check the link I posted in the chat. If you guys could share the stream, that'd be great and much appreciated. Shouts to the 16 concurrent viewers. Shouts to the Armchair. Shouts to Karl Rocco. Shouts to St. Lou, Tommy Raikou, Decepticon, Knife Life, Grubby K9, and Super Asian. Thank you guys for coming through. I really appreciate it. Thank you all for being here. And Super, it's all good. I hope you can stick around more often, though. I know lately you've been working even more than you were before. So, if you do have a chance, that'd be great to see you again. It's been a while. And thank you, Edward Bishop, coming through as well. I really appreciate it, guys. We'll be getting started with the topics in a bit. The first topic we're going to discuss is the Game Awards being officially confirmed for later this year. This is going to be the first topic we're talking about for tonight. Because like I mentioned, we'll be talking about the Microsoft stuff, the Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase stuff, all that when Karl Rocco's on the show. Before that, we have a ton of other topics I want to talk to you guys about. So we're going to start with the Game Awards being confirmed for later this year now. Later this year. That's not bad. And shout outs to the invincible Knife Life Media coming through with the fiery Bakugo. Let's go. Saying grab yourself a drink for the Pa Boys tomorrow. For tomorrow's episode. Yo, definitely. For those who don't know, the Pa Boys, Oscar and Eric are Erky Plays and Knife Life Media, of course. Knife Life Media on that channel. We're going to be, well, having me on there. I'm going to be a guest on the Pa Boys show. So that's going to be awesome. Shout outs to Oscar from Knife Life Media and Erky. Shout outs to you guys. Thank you for the support. And thank you, Knife Life, for the donut. Let's get some 100% emotes. But mostly, get the fiery Bakugos. Get those fiery Bakugos in the chat. I think we got a dono train going. A fiery Bakugo train? That'd be wild. There's fiery Bakugos You guys are going crazy, yo. Thank you for the support, Knife Life. I really appreciate that, man. I'll definitely have a drink for tomorrow. And yeah, this is definitely going to be a great time when we discuss a bunch of stuff later, Carl. It's going to be awesome. And thank you, St. Luke, for the 100%. Thank you, Tommy, for the fiery Bakugos. And shout out to Almighty Savage Animator. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you being here. We're going to get started with the Game Awards. It was officially confirmed for later this year. Most events throughout the year have been canceled or they've been switched to online only. And this is one of them that's been an online only. And, well, it's going to be, which is great, honestly. But it's also bad because the Game Awards kind of suck. The last 3 years, Octopath got snubbed 2018. Octopath was snubbed that same year. It was pushed to 2019. Then that game in 2019 got snubbed. And Xenoblade got snubbed too. Like so many snubs. And the Fire Three Houses got snubbed. The Game Awards is Western trash. But anywho, the Game Awards show is set to return later this year as an all-digital event with awards. Why? The first thing everyone complained about was musical performances. No. We don't want them. It's called the Game Awards show, Jeff Keighley. Jeff Keighley. It's called a fucking Game Awards show. You buffoon. My God. Viewers will be able to stream the show on December 10th in 4K resolution across more than 45 global video platforms. Due to the ongoing pandemic, the show will operate without an audience and instead air from studio locations in Los Angeles, London, and Tokyo. See, that's pretty cool that they have it in different locations like that because it's all digital. That's cool. I like that. Nindy Gamer says musical performance in a digital event, that's gonna be awkward. Yo, it's gonna be horrible, yo. An all digital event, they're having music guests? Like, nah. Nah, I'm sorry, Jeff, but your brain, not to be mean, man, but after the last few years and hearing the negative feedback on musical performances and you still want to force feed musical performances to gamers who watch the Game Awards for video games? Come on. I love music, don't get me wrong, but there's music awards, there's Grammys, there's VMAs. They have music awards. We need Game Awards. Come on. What is this? And it's going to be so weird, Grubby. It's going to be so weird because it's going to lag. The stream's going to lag and the music's going to sound like trash. And what would be the biggest snub of this year? Ghost of Tsushima, probably, Astral. A lot of people say that it's one of their favorite games of the year or of the generation. And many people believe that will be snubbed. Karl Rocco says, maybe they'll feature Rock Band and Guitar Hero music. That'd be great. And yo, they had Green Day last year. Maybe this year they're going to have Green Day Guitar Hero 2. They're going to make a sequel of that game from a decade ago. That'd be hilarious if they did that. And Archer says, Microsoft Flight Sim might be snubbed this year. Well, that I can understand why it'd be snubbed. I can understand, though, because it is just a flight sim game. But at the end of the day, it is the highest rated Xbox game, PC game, so. And shout outs to Nindy Gamer, shout outs to Knife Life, shout outs to Ash Off the Chain, shout outs to St. Lou, shout outs to Almighty Savage Animator, shout outs to Karl Rocco, shout outs to Gunslinger, shout outs to Tommy Raiku, shout outs to Decepticon. I almost said Decepticon, I'm not gonna lie. Thank you all for coming through, I appreciate it. And Astral, unfortunately, you may not want to hear this, but Jeff, he has a fiery passion for really thick-jawed, thick-shouldered, broad women. Like, very, like, he likes those kinds of women. That's why that game is going to get Game of the Year. I'm telling you guys now, Last of Us 2, even though it has no reason to deserve it, it will get a high likelihood of getting Game of the Year, in my opinion. That's just how I feel. What do you guys think, though, about that? Do you guys think of any potential Game of the Year contenders possible? I see St. Louis say Ghost of Tsushima, definitely Game of the Year contender. In facts. For me, it's also a Game of the Year contender, for sure. Definitely a top 10 best Game of the Year, by far. And, what else? The ceremony will be presented and curated by Jeff Keighley, who has helmed the show since its birth in 2014. Similar to previous years, multiple awards, musical performances, and world premiere announcements will happen throughout the course of the presentation. Nindy Gamer says, journalists love The Last of Us 2 while gamers hate it, so probably. Exactly. And that's exactly what's going to happen. The Last of Us 2 is going to get the Game of the Year award. It's going to be riots on Twitter if that happens, though. Oh my god, complete riots. And yeah, big facts, almighty. And Carl says, Abby for the win. Jeff loves him some Abby. And, due to the lack of a studio audience, viewers and co-streamers will instead be able to interact throughout with live in-game experiences and interactive extensions on streaming platforms such as Twitch. Additionally, the weekend will also see instantly playable game content, in-game drops, demos, live streams, and exclusive discounts on gaming digital storefronts. More information is expected near the time. Check out the announcement tweet. So yeah, this was the announcement tweet with the live from Los Angeles, London, Tokyo. That concept is smart for the all-digital like lifestyle we're living in right now. But at the same time, it's a bit unfortunate, though, that we keep getting these dumb performances, though. It's really unfortunate. We're just not getting them. It's really weird that we haven't got them yet, because, in all honesty, we hands down need these musical performances taken off the Game Awards. We need them taken off the Game Awards ASAP. It's a must. Shout out to the 16 concurrent viewers. Thank you guys for coming to the stream. Let me know what you guys think are possible Game Awards, Game of the Year contenders. Let me know what you guys think thoughts are on the all-digital event coming on December 10th. And also your thoughts on the return of musical performances during live streams, which would be kind of horrible, in my opinion. Shout outs to Snuggy95. Thank you for coming to the stream. It's great to see you once again. I hope you've been doing good. How have you been? It's great to see you. Shout outs to Snuggy95. Thank you for coming by. Nitty Gamer says, I think Tony Hawk 1 and 2 will win Soundtrack of the Year. I'm not sure about that, personally. Yeah, Snuggy, I subscribed to you on YouTube yesterday. I actually did forget to follow you on Twitter. That's my bad. I'll follow you real quick right now. Yeah, it's weird. I think it's because your profile was locked. I think that was probably why. But yeah, I'm going to follow you back right now, so. Alright, there we go. I got you with that follow back. Alright, I think we got the follow back. Yep, everything's all good. Set. Yeah, we got everything. Alright, dope. So yeah, I got you with that follow back. And yeah, it's all good, Suggy. It's all good. And Carl says, I have to agree with the Tony Hawk soundtrack win. Really good stuff. There's as most of the original plus new stuff is on there. Yeah, and that's what's really dope about that soundtrack. It improved on what it already had, which was a great soundtrack already. The only problem I have, though, is I feel like they would try and screw it up for the Tony Hawk games. I feel like they wouldn't even nominate it, to be honest. It's really weird that they wouldn't nominate it with the amazing soundtrack it has. But that's something I really feel would happen. Grubby K9 says, hit that like button, share the stream. Facts, everyone. If you guys can click the link that I posted in the chat, retweet the stream, share the stream, get everyone to come through. Your support is appreciated. Thank you all for coming through. Nindy Gamer says, you gotta get into the heads of the review panel to know who will win. Yeah, so a lot of the, like you said, journalists, people like that, people that work for Bloomberg and Hollywood Reporter, all those kinds of publications, mainly, which that's very unfortunate. They have the highest stakes and the highest value in their word when it comes to this kind of thing, but that's something we unfortunately have to suffer through. Because we're going to suffer through those musical performances, I promise, especially if there's any frame dipping. Thank you once again to Tommy Raiku and Knife Life Media coming through with the 2 fiery Bakugos earlier in the stream. I really appreciate it. And if you guys want to help support the channel like they did, check out the Streamlabs link in the description below. Show your support with that Streamlabs link. It really helps the channel grow. It helps the community grow. And it will help us as a channel continue to strive forward to greener pastures. We're trying to reach 2,000 subscribers. We're also trying to reach 100 members. It's taken us a long time to get over 80 members. And it's been a while to try and get us to 2,000 subscribers compared to how quick it was to get to 1,000. But it's up to you guys. So please, share the stream. please tell your friends we're live. If they're watching anyone else, tell them to come here. I don't care. Because I'm making awesome content that you guys are enjoying, and I'm glad you're all here showing that awesome support, yo. Yo, shout out to Bryson Ward, and thank you for coming through, bro, saying, when it comes to music performances, if the performance is formed for the score of that game, that could be neat, a la what we see from the Oscars. But randomly throwing someone on stage detracts from the show. Agreed, yo, because, like, I liked Green Day growing up, but Green Day in late 2019 going into 2020, like, no one wants to listen to Green Day at a Game Awards show. Like, come on. No, especially old Green Day, not new Green Day. New Green Day is not Green Day. It's like Paramore. Paramore's not Paramore anymore. And yeah, Armchair, Ghost, I'm not sure about Ghost getting best soundtrack, man. Not positive about that. I'm not positive at all about that. And it's all good, Snuggy. It's great to see you as well. Archer says, the Game of the Year Orchestra plays the Game of the Year nominees' music. They will play Microsoft Flight Sim. I'm sorry, that's not being played with the soundtrack. They're literally going to turn on air engines. No, you know what they're going to do, Armchair? For the Microsoft Flight Sim game, what they're going to do is, since they can't recreate the noise of jet engines, they're just going to get a bunch of base PS4s, put microwaves right in front of the vents of the fans, and they're going to record that as the noise. That's what they're going to do if they're going to do any kind of orchestral music for Microsoft Flight Sim, because that's what it sounds like. Jets and planes flying, soaring off just like your PS4s. Thank you to the 19 concurrent viewers that are here. If you guys are enjoying the stream, smash that like button if you guys are enjoying the stream. It's much appreciated. And Karl Rocco says, if anything, it would get sound design. Yeah, sound design I agree on, Karl Rocco. Ghost of Tsushima definitely deserves a nominee for sound design. I 100% feel you on that. It definitely deserves it for how it articulates everything in its open world. And shoutouts to Nightshade of the 100% Click. 100% Click in the building. And if you want to be a member of the 100% Click, just like Nightshade, just like Tommy Raikou, just like Ash Off the Chain, and many others in the community, if you want to be a member on YouTube and or Patreon, you all could be members by checking out the Patreon and YouTube membership links in the description below. So please check those links to help support the channel for as low as $1 a month, 99 cents a month on Patreon, and or $4.99 on YouTube. But on YouTube, you get a badge and emotes, and your name is highlighted green, which is all tons of extra benefits, all types of perks. You join our exclusive Discord, and lots more. So please, if everyone could share the stream, everyone retweet the stream, everyone tell their friends we're live and convince them all to be here, that would be hype. Selgi says, I just accepted it. Thanks. By any chance, do you know how to accept new followers on desktop? I can only do it on the mobile app. Accept followers? I'm not sure about accepting followers on desktop, but following people on desktop, usually just hitting the follow button. I never had any issues with accepting people on desktop, so that's a little odd. You may have to look that up on Google. It could be based on your browser too. Grubby Kano says, yeah, that's true. Paramore isn't what they was. It's kind of like Metallica too. Yeah, Metallica ain't the same as it was either. Metallica ain't even like what it was before at all. Not even close. And Taraku says, I could tell you this right now, a game that's underrated in music is Ace Combat 7, if some remastered tracks from old Ace Combat games. Yeah, the music in that game is pretty good. I like a lot of the music that plays, even when you're in combat and multiplayer. It's actually pretty good. It is. Definitely. And Almighty says, Dookie is my favorite album. Yeah, Dookie, yeah, man. That album was good, but the Green Day had a bunch of good stuff. They had a bunch of good stuff back in the day. Their last good song was 21 Guns. After 21 Guns, Green Day was dead to me. That was like the last good song. Nindy Game says, oh, I read that before. If the guy get into the heads of their reviewers. But for everyone who's here, what are the rest of your thoughts on the Game Awards, potential Game of the Year contenders, all that good stuff? Because if you guys have any other thoughts, let me know in the chat. We're about to hit 20 likes on the stream. So if you are here and you're enjoying the stream, smash like button. This is the 28th episode of the broadcast. You know what's crazy, guys? Next week is episode 29, but the week after that is episode 30. And I think around that same time, it's like the year anniversary for the series, the broadcast. Because the series was originally a bi-weekly series where I would do it every 2 weeks. And once in a while, I did take off because maybe there wasn't news I was interested in or I wasn't feeling good or anything. So, thank you guys for the support on this series. It's been going for 20 episodes. You guys have been enjoying it. And you guys have been heavily enjoying the recent episodes as well. So, if you do enjoy the broadcast and all the content provided, these conversations we get to have on these episodes, it's always a blast. Show your support by smashing the like button, hitting that red subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell as well, and consider becoming a member on Patreon and YouTube with the links in the description below, and hit that Streamlabs button to try and get some dono hype and get an alert pop up so I can give you a shout out. And shout outs once again to Knife Life Media and Tommy Raiku from the 100% click with the $10 Fiery Baku goals. Let's go, let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Carl says, Prime Metallica is in the 80s, maybe early. Yeah, like mid-90s is the latest you can go with Metallica. And I would know because my dad got me into listening to rock. So, like, he would barely listen to newer rock ever. Especially, like, from bands from back then trying to still make new music. Like, only a few he would still listen to, like Earth, Wind & Fire, Kiss, stuff like that. Snuggy says, I'm going to head out. Don't worry about the short stay. It's all good. As long as you smashed the like button and had a good time is all that matters, Snuggy. Have a good night. I hope you have a good one. And Orange says, Black Album, Master of Puppets is fire. Yeah, that was a pretty fire album. Definitely. And Astral says, Neo 2, best co-op combating game. I'm surprised that's not an award. Is there an award for that, Astral? Best co-op game. That should be an award. I feel like they just allocate it to the family-friendly category. Or maybe they just have, like, a best party game award. Like, either way, I feel like they just throw it to the wayside. Which sucks. Tom Eric says, my thoughts about the Game Awards. Yeah. As Almighty says, yeah. Thank you guys for coming to the stream, though. I really appreciate it. 100% clicking the build, and as we're 3 likes away from 10 likes, we're actually going to be moving on to the next topic. The next topic is something that was leaked pretty recently, and you guys may have heard of it. But before I continue into that, I'm going to say the last thing about the last part. Tommy, you just mentioned it. Get the votes from the actual gamers and game reviewers instead of the Hollywood shit. Facts. Instead of the publications, instead of the Hollywood shit, big facts, bro. It's got to be from the gamers, not from the publicists. Kirby Fighters 2 was leaked the other day, guys. And what's crazy about this being leaked is the fact that 2 days later, it's on the eShop. Y'all can buy it right now. It's a $19.99 game. Kirby Fighters 2. I'm not buying it, and I'm not doing a review for it. Sorry, it's not happening. My schedule's way too busy. And more so than that, this is made by the same exact team who made Super Kirby Clash and the first Kirby Fighters and Kirby Clash before that. There's Super Kirby Clash, regular Kirby Clash, Kirby Fighters 1, and now they made Kirby Fighters 2. And basically what the game is, it's basically Super Smash Bros. With Kirby characters. And you could choose Kirby with a sword, Kirby with a yo-yo, or Fighting Kirby, or Meta Knight, or Bandana D, and all these other characters to play in a Super Smash Bros. Game. Let's watch the trailer real quick, as long as we don't get copyrighted.
It's Kirby versus Kirby versus Kirby versus Kirby. Which Kirby is the strongest? Kirby Fighters 2. Up to 4
I don't know why the
Kirby's will
quality
duke
isn't
it
that
out.
good of the video footage off Nintendo's website. Sorry, guys.
You win once you deplete your
Not sure
opponent's
why.
health to 0. Prove you're the strongest of them all.
I love how he's named Ken, though. That's pretty
The
funny
key
how
to
they
winning?
made his name Ken.
Copy abilities.
Especially as the fighting
Let's see all
copy ability.
17. Master of the Blade. Sword. It's electrifying. Beam.
By the way, Super Kirby Clash and the regular Kirby Clash games were free, and they're now charging this game for $19.99, and I have a high probability that there's probably some microtransactions in this game too.
Slash with speed. Cutter. The martial arts expert. Fighter. Twirl and swirl. Parasol. Ready, set, throw. Bomb. Lash out at opponents. Whip. Ram with your horn. Beetle. Ring-a-ding-ding. Bell.
Ring, ring, ring.
Show off your tricks. Yo-yo.
The voice announcer for this. He's got a funny voice.
Artist.
I love how he's using his
Command the
voice.
tide. Water.
Water.
And introducing the new copy ability, Wrestler.
Wrestler.
It's
Oh look, where's Troy Perry? I got you a wrestling game you could play, bro. Play some Super Kirby Clash. I mean Kirby Fighters. I mean Super Kirby Clash 2. I mean Super Fighters 2. I mean Kirby Fighters 2.
Bandana Waddle Dee.
And now we got
The
Bandana
original
Waddle
tongue
Dee.
twister, Gooey.
We got Gooey.
The magician from another dimension, Magalore.
Magalore.
The
Meta
supersonic
Knight.
swordsman, Meta Knight. The king of the hammer swing, King
You
DDD.
can't forget King D&D.
All 22 fighters are ready to battle.
And future DLC coming soon.
Take a look at the modes.
Oh, this is a
First
5-minute
battle
video.
mode.
Shit, did not know
Not
that.
only can you
Oh,
fight
wow.
solo, but you can also participate in team battles.
Nice.
There are lots of stages to choose from. Gourmet Go-Go contains
Yeah,
endless
Carl,
showers
they
of
make a
food
lot of the boring
and
Kirby
other
games.
things.
Like,
Gigavolt
to
has
me,
a gigantic robot.
this game would be
Don't
fun
get squished.
if it had no microtransactions
Kirby games are
and if it
also
was free.
included.
Because Super Kirby Clash, I made a review on it, it's
Items
very
can
scummy
really
with its
change things up in
microtransactions.
battle.
So I wouldn't be surprised if there was any here too, for like new characters that they add over time. I wouldn't be surprised, because there's a lot of Kirby characters that are actually missing. But yo, this
The
game
Mighty Shooting
is
Stars,
basically
a special item only
the
available in
worst
team
case
battles.
scenario for a Dragon Ball
Find
FighterZ
the
game.
pieces
Every
and
character is
turn
Kirby,
the
just like
tables
how people say
completely.
every character is Goku.
Using enough Joy-Con controllers, up to 4 players can compete on one Nintendo Switch system. You can
Nitro says,
also
just
compete
caught
in
back
local
up to where I
play
was in a demo for D5. Oh, nice, nice.
and
I'm glad you
online
caught
play.
up, man.
Challenge
Because I'm
friends
pretty sure the
near and
trial could transfer. I'm not sure about the demo.
far. Next is story mode.
Oh, I love how the quality of the video looks much better
Team
now. I
up
don't know
with a
what
buddy
happened.
to take on King DDD and Meta Knight at the top of the tower. A different opponent awaits on each floor.
Yeah, this is basically Super Kirby Clash. Yo, speaking of the brother, Troy Perry, welcome to the stream,
Completing a
bro.
floor, you can
How
pick an
have you
item
been,
to
man?
boost your strength.
You missed it. They added a new wrestling Kirby
Don't
into this
stop
game.
till you reach the top. In single-handed mode, you'll fight 9
Single-handed?
battles single-handedly. Your opponent will get stronger every time you win. Keep fighting to polish your skills.
I assume you use one
By
Joy-Con for
completing
that.
Modes, you'll be rewarded
The trial
with
does
Fighter's
transfer. A
Points,
notification lets you know when
which
it's.
can be
Oh,
used to
dope,
alter
dope.
Kirby's
And Karl Rocco
appearance
says,
with
"You think Kirby will be the
items
next
such as
character in
hats."
Smash Bros?" Hey, I'm not sure about
Or
Kirby,
Kirby's.
but I'm definitely sure about Bandana D. I think Bandana D has a chance too, Karl Rocco. And yeah, Meta Knight does look pretty tight. He looks pretty good. And All Might says, "Yo, I didn't think about that. Maybe Kirby will finally be in Smash." And what's the new one? Cheers style. Okay.
Such as hats.
Cheer style. That's another new
Or Kirby's.
Kirby in the game. Troy says Kirby Alliance
One
Wrestling.
victor.
They might as well call it Kirby Royale because it's
Who
literally
will win?
20 characters of Kirby and the other two are
Kirby
the other,
Fighters
there's like
2.
4 other characters that are
Available
not
now
Kirby.
Only on Nintendo eShop. And if you have saved data from the Kirby Star Allies or Super Kirby Clash games, you'll receive a rare hat in this game.
And the game is out now for those interested. Me personally, I'm not buying it. I'm not considering buying it. Someone could pay me to buy it, and I would tell them no thanks, and I would refund them. But, like, I really don't want to play this game, ever. For those who saw my Super Kirby Clash review, it's horrible. Gameplay is monotonous. Microtransactions are very scummy. But Kirby Fighters, we'll see if Kirby Fighters 2 has microtransactions. Nothing there said anything about it. So we'll see. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. I'll have to check. I'll look right now. Shouts to Papa Jake and 100% Click in the building. Thank you for coming through, Jake. And how have you been tonight? The next Smash DLC character. Another Kirby. You're welcome. Hey, Bandana D is basically a Kirby just without the copy abilities and has a spear. But thank you to the 20 concurrent viewers. 2 likes away from 20 likes. If we can hit 20 likes right now, we definitely can hit 20 likes right now. We're more than 40 minutes into the stream. Let's definitely hit that, guys. 100% Click in the building. Thank you all for being here. Troy Perry says the Simpsons episode where they sell Malibu to Malibu Stacy. They gave her a new hat, and the kids rioted for the edition. Yeah, they did. I remember. I know. I remember that. And Astral Teens 1999. Yeah, and this one's 1999. So they're really being a bit screwy about this one. Wait, wouldn't it say here if there's microtransactions? Hold on. Maybe I could just look on the website instead. Probably can. And if everyone who's enjoying the stream, please smash like button if you're enjoying the stream. 100% click in the building. Let's go. So you can do T mode, tabletop, handheld, supports online. Learn. Let me click learn more. Oh, so that's that shit. It's just showing you what the fucking thing is. So this is just all the outfits, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Oh, and they also have the rocker rare hat too. I didn't see that before. But I'm gonna look up Super Kirby Clash real quick, because I'm pretty sure it has to say if it has the transactions or not. If it doesn't, then that's scummy. That's scummy. It doesn't say it here either. Wow. Now I have to check on my Switch. But what is your thoughts on Kirby Fighters 2? Let me know, everyone, in the chat. 100% click in the building. Shout out to the 20 concurrent viewers. Hope you guys enjoying the stream. We just went over the Game Awards, how they're coming on December 10th, all digital, and what their plans are with that. We just went over Kirby Fighters 2, and then we have to go over 2 more topics, and then at the top of the hour, we'll be having good friend Karl Rocco coming through. We'll be talking about a ton of great stuff. Microsoft buying out Bethesda, talking about our thoughts on the recent Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase, and more. So definitely show your support, guys, in the chat any way you can, with the links in the description as well. It's all appreciated. Now, I'm going to look this up for Kirby Fighters 2, because I'm like positive this has to have microtransactions. I'm pretty positive the team that did this is the same team. DLC will be posted in the eShop prior to release. So there's definitely going to be some bonus content in this game, that's for sure. It's not, yeah, nope. There is. This team, these scumbags that made Super Kirby Clash and regular Kirby Clash and Kirby Fighters 1 are still fucking ripping people off. Because guess what? You guys definitely can't see it, but it says for Kirby Fighters 2 on the Switch, in-game purchases, and that's not including what it's mentioning for DLC for like characters and stuff, but like other stuff, because like in Super Kirby Clash you get fruits in the game, and the fruits help you play more, and it's probably gonna be like that for this. You need to pay fruits in order to play the game. Like, that's fucking bullshit. And in this one especially, you gotta pay $20 before it's even play. Like, that's fucking nasty. That's some gnarly shit. And people wonder why they're complaining about why there isn't any Kirby games. Because people who are playing these Kirby games keep paying for the microtransactions. Come on, man. And people wonder why. People wonder why. Shoutouts to Chris Levi. 100% click in the building. Welcome to the stream, bro. How's the rest of your Vault Squad stream? I actually hopped in there, was lurking for a little bit. I was watching you and Slayer talk about the Xbox, and that's awesome that you made it to the stream. I appreciate it. It's shouts to everyone just hopping in. Smash that like button. How have you been? And yeah, Chris, definitely. People wonder why. Even with Star Allies, people weren't a fan of that too. And it seems like as a franchise, Kirby is going the route of Metroid, in my opinion. And it's very sad to see. But hopefully Kirby gets a good game that comes out next year. Anyone else have any other thoughts on this? Let me know in the chat. The mobile games level microtransactions, but not as bad as Mario Kart Tour. Yeah, it's going to be bad, but who knows if it'll be that bad. We're going to have to wait and see. And Mateo Andrade, welcome to the stream. I just think it's curious how Nintendo is dropping games out of nowhere this year without directs or anything. Yeah, I think it's weird that they're doing that, but at the same time, it's somehow working in their favor. So at the end of the day, they're going to keep doing it now because it's working, which is a bit unfortunate. And thank you for coming through, Chris Levi. I really appreciate you being here. How you been? How you been? And I hope your stream was good before, Chris. And shouts to 164. Welcome to the stream. Whoa. It's not turning into Metroid levels of bad. Hey, maybe not, but the microtransactions in the Kirby games as of late has been very gnarly. But what's up? 100% click member, 164 in the building. Thank you for coming through, man. How have you been? And shouts to Matthew Hammond. Welcome to the stream. 100% click in the building. V-CiPz. He tags me saying, V-CiPz, we need a Kirby game that is a little difficult like the Game Boy games. Yes, we need classic Kirby games to return. We need Amazing Mirror. We need all that kind of dope stuff. Yo! 100% click member Troy Perry with the triple moon combo. Yo! Let's go. And speaking of, before I mention anything, make sure you guys put some triple moon emotes in the chat in support of Troy's $20 triple moon combo. And by the way, tomorrow night I am uploading a video for segments episode 1 exclusive to YouTube members. The episode was audio only and its full capacity on Patreon for the past few weeks. Thank you to everyone who enjoyed that episode. I really appreciate all the feedback as well, and we took the feedback into consideration. And so for future episodes, we are going to have visual cues, so like you'll be seeing us, but don't worry, we're gonna have a video adaptation tomorrow. It's gonna be super dope. You guys will hear the discussion that me and Troy had about a ton of great stuff. It'll be uploaded tomorrow night. So shout outs, thank you so much to Troy Perry coming through with the triple moon combo. And Troy is also the reigning defending champion of segments, I guess I joked about, because he was the first person ever to be on the show. So I made like a joke about that. But yo, Troy, thank you so much. Thank you, man. Seriously, thank you so much, Troy. 100% click in the building. And by the way, I am actually extra sorry to Tommy Raikou, because Tommy Raikou, you were the Ultra 100%er earlier, and Knife Life, you became the tied with him. But I actually forgot to put your names up. That's totally my bad. My bad on that. But we'll know in spirit that you were the Ultra 100%ers in the beginning of the stream. And the current Ultra 100%er for this stream of the 100% click is Troy Perry. Yo, 100% click coming through. And thank you, St. Lou. Thank you, Nightshade. Thank you so much for those triple moon combo emotes. And shout out to Full Metal Activist. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, tomorrow is nothing's happening with Sega tomorrow. Full Metal. Sega's happening Friday. Friday morning is Sega. So, yeah. But tomorrow night on Patreon, you guys can check out the second episode of segments where we get 164 as a guest coming through. We talk about a ton of dope stuff, so I hope you guys are there for that. And in about 10 minutes, we will be having Karl Rocco hopping in. So that's going to be awesome, having Karl Rocco hop in for a ton of great discussions later. So thank you to the 25 concurrent viewers. Smash that like button if you've been enjoying tonight's stream. Shout out to Xenoheart. Thank you for coming through. Shout outs to everyone being here. I really appreciate it. And we really do need a good Kirby game, because all the Kirby games on Switch currently are, in my opinion, bad. Now, we're going to go over 2 more topics real quick. Thank you guys for the support on the channel. And I want to quickly go over real quick a music topic and a movie topic real quick. I want to go over Travis Scott. He's hyping up his next album for those who listen to music. And there's a lot of dope stuff. I'm not going to play the music that was played, obviously. We're going to leave it muted. But, like, yo, like, I can't wait, because Travis Scott's one of the better artists of the current generation. And as we talked about last time, or in one of the recent episodes of the broadcast, he's been very successful as of late. He had his own McDonald's contract and, like, sponsorship, branding, brand deal. And the only other person besides Travis to ever have that is Michael Jordan, which I think that's pretty awesome. And honestly, with what I heard in this little snippet, it's going to be some pretty fire music coming soon, honestly. And I honestly can't wait for that as a music fan of that. But let me know in the chat if you guys listen to Travis Scott, if you guys are hyped for that album when it does come out. The next topic we'll be talking about for the next few minutes, we'll be talking about real quick, is how Netflix is getting another adaptation series, another series from a comic book or a video game or anything The next one is Zelda, and they're thinking of getting Tom Holland to play the role. And I gotta be honest, I'm not sure about Tom Holland, personally. He also doesn't have the blue eyes, so of course they would have to do some stuff in post and, like, make his eyes blue. But, like, in my opinion, I don't think Tom Holland's a good fit. Not saying as an actor he's not a good fit. I'm saying, like, his face and his eyes and his hair. It doesn't fit Zelda. It doesn't fit, like, Legend of Zelda. It doesn't fit Link. It doesn't fit any of that, in my opinion. But hey, who knows? And at the end of the day, also, wouldn't they want to hire someone that doesn't talk? Because Link pretty much never talks. So they're, I don't know. See, that's why I'm confused by the whole thing as well. It makes no sense. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that in the chat. If you guys can let me know real quick about your thoughts on that as well, I would appreciate it. So for the next 5 minutes, let me know your thoughts on those topics and everything we've been talking about. Let me know in the chat before we move on to have Karl Rocco hop on the show as we discuss Microsoft buying Bethesda, the roundup of all the stuff that happened, and last week's Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase, as we also mentioned our highlights, personal highlights. And then after that, the third topic, we'll be mentioning some of our favorite games that have come out in 2020 so far. So that's pretty hype. I can't wait to talk to you, Karl. It's going to be awesome. And shout out to everyone watching the stream tonight. The chat is booming. Y'all going off tonight. Y'all going off. Thank you so much, Matthew Hammond. Thank you, Mateo. Thank you, Karl Rocco. Thank you, Nindy Gamer. Thank you, everyone watching the stream. 164, Troy Perry, St. Lou, everyone, yo. Chris Levi, Gunslinger, Papa Jakin, yo. Everyone's being here showing support. Ash off the chain, Snuggy, Tommy Raiku. Y'all awesome, man. Thank you all for support. Matthew Hammond, Almighty Savage Animator, Armchair. Y'all awesome. Full Metal says, Castlevania is a goddamn banger, though. I actually haven't seen Castlevania yet, and I want to see Dragon's Dogma, because I love Dragon's Dogma. I just haven't seen it yet. And, yo, let's hit 25 likes. We got 27 concurrent viewers. If you guys are enjoying the stream, smash that like button, guys. If you guys can smash the like button right now, it'd be appreciated. And Karl says, that Zelda cartoon was dope back in the day. For you, Zelda. Anything. Yeah, I definitely can see that, bro. Feel you on that, man. And Xenoheart says, Dragon's Dogma. What? Do you mean as the game, or do you mean as the anime? I hope you mean the anime. Not the anime. The TV adaptation on Netflix. I hope you mean the TV adaptation on Netflix is what you're talking about, Xenoheart. Because the game Dragon's Dogma was fire. Grubber Cannon says, I recommend, even if you aren't a fan of Castlevania. Really? It's that good? I'll look into it. And Nightshade says, Nexomon actually uses the same mute protagonist concept. Yeah, that's true. Games nowadays do still have that mute protagonist thing. Which, in my opinion, like, how are you going to make an adaptation of anything if it's muted? You know what I mean? It makes no sense how to do anything with that. And Mateo says, it's funny to hear you say my name. I'm RDA Matt from... Oh, okay. I didn't know that was you. My bad, Matt. My bad. All good, bro. It's just that, the thing is that, the way that name is pronounced, I'm not sure many of you know. I'm a Ranger fan. I used to play hockey my whole life, and I still watch hockey all the time. But, there's a player on the team back in the day when I was younger called Mateo, and it was spelt similar, but not exactly the same. But that, I don't know how else I would pronounce your name, to be honest. Would it be Matos? I'll keep calling you RDA Matt or Matt, whichever one you'd prefer, obviously, but it definitely is a little hard to get your first name, personally. I'm usually very good at pronunciating names. I'm told all the time, yo, you pronounce my name. I gotta subscribe to you. Like, and I'm like, wow, that's awesome. I'm glad I was able to pronounce your name. That's what I would say. But hey, it happens. I can't get everyone's names right every time, but I appreciate you being here, Matt. Thank you so much. Me and Karl are about to get our discussion started in a little bit, so if you guys have any other questions, let me know in the chat real quick before we move on, and then we'll be talking about Microsoft buying Bethesda, our thoughts on the recent Direct Mini Partner Showcase, and more. Almighty says, ooh, hockey. Yeah, I love hockey. Love hockey. Playing it especially. I prefer playing it more than watching it. I have no problem watching it, but if I'm watching the game, I love being there in person watching. It's always the best watching a hockey game in person. And Grubby Canine says, well, I'm biased. I'm a huge fan, LOL, but my friend isn't, and he loved it. Oh, when it comes to Castlevania, the TV show, yo, definitely. And Karl Rocco says Blackhawks all day. Hey, Karl, you rep a good team. I like the Blackhawks. I like the Blackhawks. I'm a Rangers fan no matter what. That's never going to change. But when it comes to the West, I definitely am a Stars fan, even though they kind of got crushed tonight. And I do like the Blackhawks too, by the way. Shout outs to Astro Off the Chain coming through with the fiery Bakugo. Let's go. Going off with that support, man, yo. Thank you for coming through Astro Off the Chain with that fiery Bakugo, man. It means so much. Thank you so much, bro. We're going to be getting started with the voice call. We're gonna be together. You guys will see Karl Rocco. You'll see him on screen, and I'll be on screen. And Karl, for the call, you may not be able to see me on the Discord call. I'm just letting you know that because the way my PC is, or any PC really, Streamlabs is taking the video feed from my webcam, and so Discord can't take it while we're live. So only for during the stream while we're talking, like you can look at the stream and have the stream live, of course, to see me, but like. You won't be able to actually see me, unfortunately, during the call. But don't worry, it's all good. It's always a blast, and I really appreciate you coming through. I'll be calling you up right now, so if everyone's ready, we're going to have a dope time. And yeah, you see my face on YouTube. Exactly, Karl. Exactly, bro. And Hunter says, yeah, my PC is the same way. Webcam can only be used for one program. Yup. It's only happened a very few amount of times. Finite amount of times, if I should say. Literally, it would, like... once in a while work with two things at once, and I'd be like, wow, how's that happening? And then it just wouldn't happen ever again. But you know what should happen again? Us reaching 25 likes. Smash that like button again. It's all started. And thank you, Knife Life, Nightshade, St. Lou, everyone coming through with the fiery Bakugos and 100% emotes. The support is appreciated. And he had to set it on Leaf Gang. Alright. And Chris Leo says, I know how that is. I had that with Slayer. Yeah, it happens, man. So that's why for me, I have it set so, like, it's my normal stream layout, but the Discord call will be inside this little screen here that you guys see me in currently. So, let's get this started, guys, and make sure you guys share the stream. Retweet and share the stream. We'll be continuing to stream for another hour, so I appreciate you all coming through. Now, let's get this call started. Yo, what's up?
What's going on, man? How's it going? Sorry for, fixing my face. I'm a little grizzly right now.
It's all good. It's all good. I think your volume's a little low, though. I raised your volume up on my end just now, but I think you need to raise it up a tiny bit on your end. And don't worry, man. It's all good. I know it's really early where you're at. Like afternoon, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's definitely, afternoon. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna get this volume up just a little bit.
Yep, it's all good, man.
Super weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Okay. How about now? How's it now?
Let me see. Just say it one more time.
How about now?
Much better. Much better. Okay,
All
great.
right.
So we got it going. We got it all good. So before we get started, this is Karl Rocco. He's a dope Twitch streamer. You guys should check him out if you haven't already.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Anytime, man. And if you would do the honors, let everyone know who you are, where to find you, what you're all about, all that good stuff.
Oh, for sure. My name is Karl Rocco, guys. You could find me on Twitch at Karl_Rocco. You could also find me on Twitter at KRock_82. That's pretty much it. I have a YouTube channel, but I don't upload anymore, mainly because YouTube treats people like trash.
It does.
You know,
it does.
So,
the past few weeks, it's been treating me pretty dirty.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So I stick to Twitch, and mainly what I do there is I play single player games pretty much throughout the week with the occasional multiplayer session. Mostly Destiny 2, but I'm about to start playing some Overwatch on there too.
Dope. I've played Overwatch before. It's pretty good. Who do you main?
I pretty much play with 76 and Reaper. That's about it.
Ooh, not bad, man. And yeah, Chris Levi, Karl is definitely the man. And Archer says that beard. Yeah, you got a good beard going on right there, man.
It was thicker a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, to trim it, I guess.
Yeah, because the kids tell me that I have crumbs of whatever I eat in there, so I gotta trim it,
Yeah.
comb it, all that crap. And sorry for the mess back there. Ever since this whole pandemic hit us, that's where my jujitsu geese stay.
Yeah, and it's been hitting everyone, man. So I definitely feel you on that. Definitely, bro. And that's cool you do jujitsu, bro. How long have you been doing it?
Only 3 years. I've been a wrestler most of my life. I'm actually a certified wrestling coach, but
Oh,
I had
cool.
trouble, finding something to do after wrestling was over.
Yeah.
And then 3 years ago, I was like, you know what? Let me do this jujitsu thing because it's kind of like wrestling, with the addition of trying to rip somebody's head off.
Yeah. And speaking of wrestling, not to go off topic for whatever we talk about later, but do you watch AEW?
I do occasionally.
Tonight was pretty good. It was a pretty good episode tonight.
Yeah, I actually, to be honest, fun fact, I'm sure some of the people that know me and some of the people that don't know me will find this entertaining. Not only did I do the collegiate style wrestling, but I was a pro wrestler for about 8 years.
Really?
And, yeah, ever since I stopped doing that, I can't watch wrestling, the way that everybody else can. It's I have a little bit of a saltiness with it.
Mm. So it's not like the product is bad. Is that what it's different than that? It's your own personal thing, right? Because I know some people say that sometimes. So
yeah, for me, it's not necessarily the product. It's more of the when I was doing it, I would just get hurt all the time.
Ah.
So my main thing was always going to New Japan or AAA or whatever,
Right.
and never wanted to work for WWE because you hear stories from guys, in the locker room, and Vince McMahon is this and Vince McMahon is that. And you want to
Vince
stay away
McMahon
from
is the
that.
devil. You hear that the
pretty
most.
Pretty much.
Yo, but that's really dope. That's really dope. I didn't know you did jujitsu, man. But we're gonna get started with someone who's doing a lot of training in the gym. Microsoft training to get enough games for next gen, and they decided, hey, why not train? Let's stop and buy. They bought Bethesda, yo.
Yes.
They bought
Bethesda, and with that, a bunch of titles that will no longer be coming to other consoles, with the exception of the case-by-case basis. So, games that are currently in development right now, like Doom Eternal, for the Switch, apparently that's still coming out, and whatever else that we don't know about, will be coming out, whether it's on PlayStation or Switch or whatever.
Yeah.
But, once all those games are released, it's literally going to be like slim pickings for people who have a PlayStation and a Switch.
Yeah, I think more so for PlayStation, honestly, because
Yeah,
at least
absolutely.
Nintendo gets the indies. At least most there's a ton of indies that don't even go to PlayStation and Xbox sometimes. Like they just go just Switch, just PC, and that's it. There's a lot of them that I've seen. And when it comes to all that as a whole, I think with the case by case basis, hey, we could get some games on the Switch, we could get some games on PlayStation, but overall, I think when it comes to games like Prey, those more niche games, I think personally those will be the ones that will stay exclusive. And I feel something like not Skyrim, but Elder Scrolls, something like that, they know that they can get more sales spreading it out, similar to how they spread out Ori
I
and
absolutely
Hellblade.
agree. You have games like Skyrim and Doom 2016 already on the Switch. I don't see why you would not have Doom Eternal or the next Elder Scrolls or whatever, even Prey for that matter, because those games do fit. There is obviously a small download as they are with most
Small,
of these,
just about 30 gigs on Switch, but hey, on other platforms it's 100.
Yeah, and it still looks good.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to Doom Eternal.
Yeah,
Hopefully we get Prey too.
Hopefully we get Doom Eternal.
Yeah,
because it's been a while. So it's been a while since we
MIA.
heard much. Yeah, and Chris Levi says, "Dude, I've done pro wrestling myself as well, but only a few matches." Yo, that's awesome though. That's awesome though, Chris. You got to do that. That's something I've always dreamed of doing. But me personally, I don't think I'd be able to do it because they would classify me as a high flyer, but I would personally prefer being a grappler. And they'd be like, "How can you be a grappler? You don't look like a grappler type." And it's like, that's just my type of fighting style. It is what it is.
Well, if you take in 2,500 calories a day, take in 5,000, and go to the gym, and you'd be fine.
Yeah, I used to take 4,000 when I used to play hockey all the time because I used to play on 4 teams. So I would drink.
Yeah,
I would have the 4,000 calories and take the protein drinks and all that. But I was more toned back in the day. But I wasn't super buff for like I had like enough depth. You know what I mean? I don't have that depth in my body. It's just like
Right.
I'm just here. I'm just breathing. I'm just a sack of intestines breathing and not. I'm just not this big full-fledged person. You know what I mean? I'm nearly 6 foot, but that's about it.
Nearly 6 foot. Oh man, I'm a midget. I'm about 5'6".
Hey, on TV, it's hard to tell though if you're
Yeah,
wrestling. So, I know
Yep.
Ricochet. I think he's about the same height, if not shorter. I don't know if you know who Ricochet is, but
About that, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I've seen Ricochet a few times. I mean, I grew up in the era of, Dean Malenko,
yeah,
Rey Mysterio, Chris Benoit. Not
Eddie
Chris
Guerrero.
Benoit is the, Eddie Guerrero. Just all those guys, Psychosis.
Yep.
Booby
Hurricane
King.
Helms, Gregory
Yeah,
Helms.
absolutely. So those are the guys that I looked up to. I mean, when I found out that Rey Mysterio was shorter than me, I said, "Oh man, now that's my chance to be a wrestler." And
Right.
I had a good run. In spite of getting hurt all the time.
And when it comes to Microsoft buying Bethesda, there's a few more things I want to like talk about. Like,
Yeah.
do you think that they have an opportunity to work with Obsidian now? Because Obsidian and Bethesda are both under Microsoft. Do you think Microsoft will try and get them to work together in order, like not them specifically, but like two teams from both of them, put them together to make a new Vegas 2? There's a lot of people who've been talking about that since this has happened.
I heard that, and to be honest with you, I'm going to go ahead and say yes, and let me tell you why. Because when it comes to video games in general, and you have multiple teams that have worked on games from within the same franchise, different teams and whatever. For example, Mega Man 11 was comprised of different developers from different teams that worked on different Mega Man games.
Yeah.
So that's why it kind of has all that nostalgia going for it. So I totally see this, New Vegas 2 having, members from both development teams.
Right.
Without a doubt. Will it come sooner than later? I don't think so, because the acquisition is still fresh, and I'm sure they want to get the games that are currently in development out the door.
Yeah, I definitely can see that because Obsidian, they're working on Awoken. I think that's what it's called.
Yep.
Awoken. And it's basically their style of an Elder Scrolls game, from what it looks like, and on the
Yes.
surface. And I
Yes.
can't wait for that. The new Hellblade's dope. But the
I
issue
need that Hellblade.
is, the issue is though, PC. It's like a double-edged sword. You know what I mean? They put games on Xbox and PC, and when some of those games are on PC, people won't want to buy an Xbox. You know what I mean?
That's exactly right. And funny story. I really want the Series X, but for me personally, when it comes to, Halo Infinite, I'm going to pre-order that on Steam. The
Right.
second that pre-order goes live, click, done. But when it comes to, games that I've downloaded on the original, Xbox 360, Xbox One, you really can't get a majority of those games any other way than to get a new Xbox or to get an older Xbox.
Yeah.
I just found out the other day that I can re-download Gears of War 4 and Crackdown 3 on my PC because, the Microsoft Store and, the Xbox Store on the actual console, they're linked. So if it has a Play Anywhere feature, you can just re-download whatever you want.
And that's something I was thinking about recently because I finally want to dip my toes into Game Pass finally. Because I now have the PC, I can just go to the Microsoft Store, get Game Pass, and I'll be in, right? That's all I need to do, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was checking out Game Pass on the PC, and there is a huge selection of games. I mean, the hardcore community is gonna just gobble up everything as it comes out, and
Yeah.
it's not really gonna, you give me 50 games, I want 50 more or 100 more. That's me.
Right.
But for the casual gamer or the person who doesn't want to spend a lot or doesn't want to play a lot, there's a lot of stuff on there. And then you factor in, I think it's Game Pass Ultimate is what it's called.
Yeah.
Where you can use it on the console and on PC, and it combines live with it. That's just a ridiculous deal. And you get 2 years of that when you get a Series X, which is another reason why I want the Series X.
Yeah, and it's crazy how you get all that stuff with Game Pass Ultimate. And Game Pass Ultimate, do you know how much that's worth by any chance? I think it's like, what, $15 a month?
I believe it's $14.99.
Yeah. So about with
So
tax.
you fact yeah. So about $14.99, about $16, and then if you do the payment plan to get the Series X for directly from Microsoft, you're literally paying the monthly fee for the Game Pass Ultimate. That's
Oh, okay.
basically all it is. It's ridiculously cheap to get an Xbox Series X.
Yeah, or as some people did, they bought a One X by accident. Some kids would be very sad this Christmas.
I saw that, and you know what? Funny story. I don't mean to go off on a tangent, guys, but Santa Claus is not real, and you know how I know that? I was stuck on Super Mario Land on the original Game Boy for the longest time, and then when the 6 golden coins came out, I wanted that for Christmas, and I'm gonna tell you right now, there was a stocking stuffer. Super Mario Land was in that stocking, not the 6 golden coins, and my mother turned to me and said, "Looks like Santa Claus forgot the game that you wanted, so let me see if he has the receipt." And then 2 seconds later, the receipt was there.
Oh.
So, yeah, and I went back to the store and told the guy that Santa Claus forgot my game, and I'm like, you put 2 and 2 together, and it's like whatever.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's how you found out. And I'll be honest, I don't even remember how I found out, but it was more so like I was like 7 or 8, and I already found like my family would hide the gifts in the house, so like. Because I was the type of person.
Family did that too.
Yeah, because I would
Nice.
be the kid that would like try to find them. I would go everywhere. It's like, all right, they're not home. I'm gonna go look for them while the babysitter's here. And usually they'd just be in their closet or under the bed or something. And then the best part, what I would do is I would get a little piece of it. I would rip it off on the bottom side. And be like, oh, I know what that is now. And then I flip it over so the part that I ripped off is on the ground so they don't see I ripped that part out. So it's like, oh, look, they're all wrapped and sealed all nice. And then if they were to pick it up and check, they would be like, what the hell happened here?
That's fantastic.
Oh, my God.
That's actually a better story than the one before I found out Santa wasn't real. So one time I went to my uncle's house after my parents taking me Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
I was kind of retarded at that point. So they were just picking stuff out. I didn't know it was for me.
Yeah.
But I was kind of helping them pick it out. So when I came back from my uncle's house, I looked at the boxes. And this is, honestly, video games have been a part of my life since I was like 2 years old. So
Yeah.
even if the box is like a rectangular shape and something's related to video games in it,
clicks.
It clicks. So there was 3 boxes exactly the same. And I don't know how old you are. I'm 38, so I'm an old dog right now. And I'm gonna tell you,
I'm about to be 26 in 2 months. I'm feeling old already.
This is before your time. You weren't even born when this shit happened. So basically, I don't know if anybody in the chat remembers this, but Nintendo would always throw their IPs on everything. So they had these dioramas back in the day where it would be different scenes from the video games, and I would collect them. So there was 3 boxes. They were wrapped up, and my dad said, "Santa." I fell asleep, and Santa left the gifts on the freaking floor. And I'm sitting there going, "Well, this is Mario and Bowser. This is the Piranha Plant and the Goombas or whatever." And he's like, "Oh fuck, it doesn't make any sense to wrap these gifts up. You know what they are." And I'm just like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, it's video games. If you're connected to it, you're gonna know what it is, even if you can't tell by the package. So it's whatever.
Yeah, I totally feel you. Like when it comes to understanding where you come from with that. 'Cause of course, I didn't experience that because I'm, of course, like you said, like 13 years younger.
Dude, Google that. Google that. Nintendo diorama from the 80s and late 80s. Yeah, I want to say.
Yeah, the only thing I know that Nintendo did in the past besides video games was playing cards and love houses. That's it. That's all. That's all I know they did in their past.
Yeah, they did a lot of that stuff. Man, oh my God, man, you're making me show my age a lot more right now.
Oh, and the chat actually has a bunch of stuff to say about the Microsoft stuff.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's get to that because that's really where it's at.
First, 164 says facts. I'm good on the Xbox. I got my PC, and I agree. It definitely. Like, if you're gonna get the game, like, and they have it on both platforms, and you already have a PC, why chuck another $500 out the window just to play it on your Series X if you already have a PC when it comes to the games being exclusive
exactly?
on both.
And the funny part is, let's say you want to upgrade your PC, you can do that because a lot of these graphics cards, they offer PC deals. Like you can get, this graphics card with that game, and 9 times out of 10, it's usually the more recent game. So I would say spend that 500-600 bucks you're gonna spend on the console and a couple of games. Go upgrade your graphics card on your PC or even your GPU, CPU, whatever, and just get the game on PC. It's gonna look better, probably play better too.
Yeah, and it definitely won't have any issues for sure. Especially
No.
being on PC, like can't have any issues unless your PC was like my old one. My old PC could barely even run the PS2 game, PS Vita game, Persona 4 Golden. It would struggle to run it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I gotta say, the Master Chief Collection on PC looks like a next gen title. It doesn't even look like it was last gen at all. It
Yeah,
looks
or the gen
fantastic.
before that. Because some of the games that are in there. So.
Well, you got Halo 1, 2, and 3, ODST, and then 4 and 5. Well, 5's not on PC yet, but it will be obviously.
Yeah.
And then obviously the Master Chief Collection is just remastered versions of the previous titles, and then it's on Xbox One. The PC version of the Master Chief Collection looks better than the Xbox One version. That's just kind of how I see it. Based on a textural standpoint.
Yeah.
And then obviously, like you said, if you're gonna get Doom or Prey or whatever, you don't have to spend the money on a console. You can get, especially if it's gonna have a dual release, which more than likely it will.
Yeah, because that's something that they've been doing for a while, Microsoft, and I don't think they're going to be stopping anytime soon. And if they do, it's going to be for specific titles, and Halo's not one of them, and that's their flagship IP, so that sets the precedent, in my opinion. Because
I agree. Halo will come out on the Xbox first, and then the PC release will follow it right afterwards. It looks like that the dual release for Halo Infinite is going to be simultaneous because it's listed on Steam right now. You can wish list it, and but you can pre-order it on the Microsoft Store if you're going to get it on the Xbox. So that kind of falls in line with what we're talking about a little bit.
Yeah. And shout outs to Captain Chaz. Welcome to the stream. Shout outs to everyone who's watching tonight. I really appreciate it. And Full Metal Actor says, fuck Destiny 2. It's such a good game, but they constantly steal from their fans. Well, that's not Bethesda, but yeah, they do.
Yeah. Destiny was stealing from their fans because Activision was at the helm. Now they are no longer with Activision. So I think that when it comes to Bungie, I think they'll right the ship. There's some good quality of life changes that have taken place, but the grind is still there.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's it.
Well, you know what else is still there? Nintendo. In the middle of everything going on right now, they're here with a partner showcase last week, which I'm not gonna lie, it turned out way better than I expected. I did have a feeling a Monster Hunter game was gonna be shown, but at the same time, it's pretty fire what was shown. I don't know if you saw it. You saw it, right?
I did. I saw it a couple times that day, and I saw it just before the podcast, just to kind of refresh my memory, because you get beat in the head a little bit
Oh yeah.
with wrestling.
And when it comes to the showcase, there's a lot of great games shown, a lot of surprises, and I think the biggest highlights by far are the two Monster Hunter games. Monster Hunter Rise, which is using the RE engine, which is awesome. I'm glad they got that running on the Switch and looking as good as it does look. And at 30 frames, it's not bad. And Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin, that game looks stellar. I heard some people say that game looks better than Monster Hunter Rise. And then we have Ori and the Will of the Wisp being shadow dropped and put on the Switch. And that's a case-by-case basis for Xbox and Microsoft right there.
Oh,
So,
yeah, that's
a
definitely a
perfect example.
case-by-case basis. That Ori game, I'm looking forward to getting the deluxe edition of the physical.
The
because
deluxe
it
is
comes
so
with,
beautiful, yo.
Comes with both games.
Yep.
Comes with both games, and then, yeah, there's my dog.
Oh, what's
All
up?
right, get outta here.
What's up, pup?
Get out of here.
What's the pup's name?
Oreo.
Oreo.
Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. Get out of here. Back down. So what really got me with that direct is not the Monster Hunter games, because I'm gonna consume that stuff real quick. Definitely looking to do a 4-player co-op on the Switch with Rise, but I think that Sniper Elite 4 is really the sleeper in that whole thing.
Yeah, I like
mainly-
Sniper Elite. Sniper Elite's good.
Yeah, it's such a good game. It's very tactical, and it does have a co-op element to it. The last time I checked, I have part 4 on the PC. I have part 3 as well. but Sniper Elite is definitely going to be the sleeper because Monster Hunter, the hardcores are going to buy Rise.
Right.
The casuals are going to buy, stories.
Yeah.
And, obviously the hardcores are going to get stories as well, but you have to that directs cater to a group of people, excuse me,
More specific.
a variety of people.
A more specific demographic.
Yeah. Yes, it's very specific demographic for each game. So it's a little something for everybody, and I think that's really what the showcase was about, honestly.
Yeah, and that's how a lot of the partner
Looking
showcases
at
have been
Disgaea
as
6
well.
too, by the way.
Oh, Disgaea 6, yeah. And the Disgaea 5 trials going on right now. It just started today as well.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Is that game going to be available after the trial? Because that's kind of what I'm looking for.
Well, the game's always been on the Switch, but the trial is only lasting for a week. And you could transfer your data from the trial to the main game, which is good.
Ah, okay. See, I don't really go on the eShop that much unless it's a game that is like extremely like up there in the ranking because
And also
eShop
something you
is
already know
cluttered.
of too. And also if you already know what you're looking for, you're gonna type it out. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So it's kind of like if Sky was on there already, I sure as hell didn't know about it.
And that's crazy because there's a ton of Disgaea games on there actually. A ton actually.
Yeah, I'm
A lot
actually
of them.
gonna wish list the hell out of that when we get off this one.
Yeah, and I actually need to download the trial myself because I never got to play Disgaea 5, so I definitely want to try that out. And Aaron says,
Yeah, for
wait,
sure.
they showed other games on that Direct? Well, I know for you love Monster Hunter, Aaron. So, yeah, there was other games. And in my opinion, I think that was the best partner showcase so far. Because when it comes to the overall curation of the games present, there was a lot of good games overall, especially compared to the partner showcase with Shin Megami Tensei 5 and the other partner showcase, which literally had only Kingdom Hearts Melody in Memory, and that was it. Like, that second partner showcase was
Balan
horrible.
Wonderland was good.
Well, Balan Wonderland was great in
what
this
they
one as
showed for
well.
That
Yeah.
was good.
It was.
Yeah, they showed a lot more, and I was really looking to see if it was co-op, mainly because I have kids, and when they see something has that cute element to it,
Yeah.
they automatically like, can we play together? Can we play together? And it was good to really see that, and then the different costumes you can use to get through the different obstacles, and then
Right.
Rune Factory was another one that I liked as well.
Yeah, Rune Factory, I think that was a highlight for me because I remember, I think it was the Direct of 2018 where it was the fall Direct and they showed Luigi's Mansion, I think. They showed a bunch of different games and they showed Rune Factory 4 Special Edition on the Switch, and it's literally just the 3DS version of the game, just ported to Switch, no upgrades visually, nothing.
That's right.
And it looked
right.
very un-eye appealing, which is very unfortunate. Yo, shoutouts to Avedon coming through to the stream with the $5 100% click super chat. Yikes, coming through. Hey, thank you for coming to the stream, Avedon. Let's get some 100% emotes in the chat in support of his dono and some yikes, all that good stuff. Thank you for coming through with the super chat. It's much appreciated. Me and Karl Rocco were talking about a bunch of great stuff tonight, so I'm glad you can make it. Shouts to Auron, Captain Chaz, Ash Off the Chain, 164, Full Metal Activist, Chris Levi, Nightshade, everyone who's been here tonight, Scepter John, St. Lou, Tommy Raikou, Knife Life, Troy Perry. Y'all awesome. Thank you all for being here to watch us talk and hang out.
Yeah, it's a huge lineup, man.
Yeah. And I'm glad you got to come on tonight. Thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me, of course.
Anytime. And overall, when it comes to everything that was shown, if I had to pick what games people should get, on the Switch, no one should get PGA Tour 2K21. And the reason why I say not on the Switch is because the game's actually good, but on other platforms. I'm not kidding. I played it with friends. We were a little bit swifty, as Rick and Morty would say. But it was a lot of fun playing it. Like, I'm not kidding. Like I played Golf Story, and I've played a bunch of other golf games, Mario golf games and stuff too. It's actually a lot of fun, and it's very intuitive. It plays really well. Like for a 2K game, like you could tell the team that made this game wanted to make sure it did well because there hasn't been any PGA games in how many years? Like the last 5 years maybe, and they come with 2K now.
5 or 6, yeah. And I would entertain it. It's just it has that 2K branding on it. So
yeah, no, it's very hard. It is,
it's a
and that's
mixed
why if I
bag.
were, it's a mixed bag. And if I were to do it, it'd have to be on PS4 or Xbox because like that version
100%.
runs so smooth. It looks beautiful on
100%.
PS4. What are your thoughts on what's it called? It was in the Direct, but it's called The Long Dark. It's a survival game. It was shown. Some people say it looks cool, but to me personally, I felt that was a very missed game. A lot of people.
personally, it looks all right. Like I'm a big fan of exploring and just any type of game in general that involves some level of exploration, you know, uncertainty,
Yeah.
and just cinematic storytelling. I mean, I love the Telltale games. So if it's anything close to that, which I don't see there being a choice, system in there, but it still has those, other elements that make me want to play it. However, I probably would just wait until there's a sale for that one. Honestly, it doesn't really look as polished as it could.
Agreed, and I definitely agree with you also, where it definitely probably will be on sale sometime soon. Give it like a month,
real
2
soon,
months.
too. Yeah,
Like that.
yeah, absolutely.
Ash off the chain says Rune Factory looks good. Yeah, Rune Factory 5 doesn't even look like a Rune Factory game. It just looks like something. It looks like an Atelier Ryza game, just with some crafting and farming elements. Have you ever
And
seen
I got a
Atelier
confession
games?
about that. I've actually never played any of the Rune games. So this new Rune Factory that was in the direct, I actually was drawn to it mainly because you can start a relationship and get married. So I kind of want to take that to its limits, like I did in Mass Effect.
Yeah.
It
I'm not sure if it
kinda-
will get to Mass Effect's levels, but it will.
Oh no, no. I mean, just like any race or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
you
yeah.
want. That
But,
sort of
but,
thing.
but graphically as well, like it doesn't even
looks
look like the
great.
same game, and the
No, I
combat
haven't-
looks great too.
Yeah, it looks like because when I saw the trailer, I had to look up the other ones, and I have to say this one looks like the more refined entry in the series.
Right.
Especially with the combat and the cinematic. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Me
So
too.
hopefully, it has like a deluxe edition or some sort.
Yeah,
probably
if
pick
that
that
were to
up.
have a deluxe, that'd be pretty nice. And
Oh yeah.
there's one more game from here that we're gonna be talking about. Hades. It was a very
Yeah.
popular indie game for a while on Steam and stuff, and I never got to experience it because I have a love-hate relationship with roguelikes and roguelites. There's a difference, guys. There's roguelike and roguelite. And it's definitely a tongue twister if you say it too many times. I already almost spilled my tongue out just then. But Hades, for me, isn't my personal cup of tea. Like, if I'm playing like a roguelike or roguelite game, I don't know if you've heard of it. It's on Steam, and it's on Switch. It's on a few platforms. It's a dope first-person roguelike game. It's lit. Called Immortal Redneck. Have you ever heard of it?
I've seen that. I haven't picked it up, and mainly
it's-
because it's first person.
It's actually really good. I'm not gonna front. It's actually my
I gotta check
favorite
it out.
rogue game, and I've beaten it, and it's not easy to beat because you have to go through these.
So it's challenging.
You have to go through these pyramids, right? And as you
Mhm.
progress, you collect scrolls, and the scrolls either grant you better abilities or they nerf you. And you can get nerfed like take one hit KO and you're done.
That
be
actually sounds
poisoned.
really interesting.
Yeah, and it's
That
really
sounds really
unique.
dope.
It's really unique, and it is on Steam too. But I have it on Switch. That's how I found the game, and it's been on the Switch
Okay.
for a while. It's rarely on sale. It's only been on sale on the eShop maybe twice, and I got it full price.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
think it was a
look that
$20 game, and I'm not gonna lie, I've put some of the most time in that game out of most of my indie games. The only other indie game I played more in was Wargroove, and that's it.
I'm probably gonna have to pick that up after I get the international version of Super Mario 3D All Stars.
Yo, you got the international version?
I have no, I have the American version, but my wife doesn't know I'm gonna order that shit on Friday.
Oh, that
So,
it doesn't know yet.
the reason why is because it actually has the correct label on it.
It does.
Yeah, so like the American version has that little logo that's off to the right a little bit, and it's not completely centered, but the international version has like the actual logo blown out, and it kind of fills the cartridge more like a traditional
Oh,
sticker
for the
would on Switch.
cartridge. Yeah, the cartridge.
Yeah.
For a split second, I thought you were talking about the actual like front cover. I'm like, wait, was it the front cover too? Like, I was like, what? So I had to look.
No, it's not it's the exact same cover. It's the only difference between the international version and the American version is that the international version just has the Japanese lettering on Sunshine and the Japanese lettering for the other titles underneath the American language version.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah, nothing major. I'm not gonna open it up. It's gonna stay in my closet.
Oh
forever.
yeah. The one that's right
Yeah.
here is sealed. I haven't opened it. The one I'm
Yeah,
playing is the
it's
digital
sealed.
version. This one will remain sealed. Pretty much barely touched at all. Mint condition. I'm keeping that like this for the rest of its life.
Yeah, my kids are like, why are you gonna buy another one and not open it? I'm like, well, because when you're my age and you look back at these games, you can open it then.
And also, best of all,
experience it.
you'll have that sentimental value and understand what
Exactly.
it means to you at that point as well.
Exactly. But as far as like Hades is concerned, I
Yeah, I'd
think
love
it
to know
looks
your
good.
thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, I play a lot of isometric games that are dungeon crawlers. Like Diablo, the Halo series.
Yeah.
That has that same look, and a few other games too. But honestly, I never
Divinity.
finished them. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So you know what I'm talking about, and I never finish them though. So that's probably why I wouldn't pick up Hades, because I'm not going to take a chance on a franchise that's not as well known as those other ones.
And
That's
best
pretty
of
much why.
all, you just mentioned it though, how you
Mhm.
couldn't finish like a few of those games like Diablo and stuff, and those games are
Yeah.
very long games. And that's not including
Yes,
like the
exactly.
online seasons that they add in too.
Hmm.
So
Yes.
and same goes with Divinity. It's those games that they take a long time, and Hades is even worse because it's a roguelike. So you lose
Exactly.
everything.
And what's funny is I have Diablo 3 on the Switch, and every once in a while I'll go into a coffee bean, and there's this one barista that's like, "So I'm on season, 56, and I need your advice." And I'm like, "Well, just use a necromancer and be done with it.
That's it. Just go Necromancer and end it off there.
Just kill everything. That's it." I mean, I half the shit she's saying, I don't understand it. It's like the other half of Japanese, I don't know. But Hades is definitely something I would try when it's on sale. For
Yeah,
sure.
I can
Or
see
if
that
it gets
being on
given
sale.
to me for free on Epic.
Yeah. Oh, that's definitely gonna happen. I would bet that
Yeah.
that's gonna happen. Honestly, it's gonna be free on
I can't
Epic in
tell you
like
how
2
many
months.
games I got on Epic just because it's free. Like I would have never played Enter the Gungeon. If it wasn't for
Yo,
that.
Enter the Gungeon
Yeah.
such a good game. I like Exit the
I
Gungeon too.
Yeah. Exit. I gotta try that one. I gotta
Yeah.
definitely give it a shot.
It's definitely a super dope game. And Matthew Hammond says, unfortunately, there will be 100,000 unopened copies of Super Mario 3D All Stars. I'm gonna be honest with you, Matthew Hammond. Change that to 1,000,000, because the game sold bare minimum 15 million units already. I'm pretty positive on
Yeah,
that. I'm
100%.
everyone's been saying that it's sold so well. It's the 15th best-selling Nintendo game of all time already. So if they're saying that already, that means something, guys. And that's including
that
digital.
Forced
though.
scarcity worked.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be doing that every time from now on. Yo, do you guys want Hyrule Age of Calamity? Okay, Force Limited, 6 months physical. Go get it.
And you know what? Speaking of limited, I don't know if anybody in the chat or you caught it. I know I caught it the first and the second time, but when Capcom did their own direct right after the mini, they were talking about the physical edition and whatnot,
Yeah.
and it happened so quick. If you weren't listening for that split second, you would have missed it.
I probably
But
missed it.
it was like a limited time for the physical edition.
They
I
said
swear to
that?
God. Yeah, it's like it limited time. They said the words limited time. So I don't know what they were referring to, but they used the word physical and limited time in the same sentence. So
I hope that's for the deluxe version with the giant dog plush that's like 5 feet tall, 3 feet tall. I hope that's what it's about. That being the one, not the regular physical game.
I think that might be it, because
hope.
honestly, I can't imagine the. Well, no, you know what? I'm lying, because as a
It's
person that
Capcom.
kind of works in
It's
the
Capcom.
industry,
It's Capcom too.
it's Capcom. It's everybody wants to go digital. That's why we have these digital consoles now. That's why we're gonna have only digital in the next generation or two, and they want to make you buy as much as possible.
Without having anything owned physically. It's such a shame, man.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think I would. I won't lie to you when I tell you that my Xbox collection, for the most part, is all digital with the exception of the Gears of War games. That's it. So for me, it's like I can go digital, but then it's like if I don't have an Xbox, I can't play these games. So that's. But at least Steam has a system where if they go out of business, you can back up those games on a physical disc.
Yeah, that's good that Steam has
So,
that.
yeah, I like that. What other games did you feel in the direct were worthy of a discussion?
Well, we actually went over all of them, but the ones that I think were the highlights for sure were Sniper Elite. The Monster Hunter games were dope. And overall, those were like my 3 primary highlights. And Rune Factory 5. Those games, those 4. Those are my highlights.
So, all right, I got the Sniper Elite and I didn't really mention another one or another two, so I'm gonna have to say Disgaea 6, and then
Oh yeah, Disgaea
if I-
6. I forgot about that.
if
I'm
I,
not
if,
gonna
I,
lie.
if I have to not be biased with the Monster Hunter games, I'm gonna go ahead and say Empire of Sin.
We didn't
Yeah,
even talk
just-
about that one yet.
Yeah, mainly because shout out to VG Mobster and the commission cast and everybody over there. It's
Yep.
You got that
Shouts to
Italian
VG
feel.
Mobster.
You got that Italian feel. It's got that tactic style of gameplay, and it overall has a really good story of deception, and the look of the game looks tremendous too. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm not too keen on the main character, so I got to read up on her a little bit.
Yeah.
The gameplay looks great, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that's like the other game you mentioned before, the Lost Race or the Lost. What did we say it was? I actually X'd out of the tab already, unfortunately. But I think it's gonna be one of those titles that's gonna be very under miss. It's gonna be like people missed it. You know what I
Let
mean?
me see here. Well, Long Dark.
Long Dark,
would
yeah,
be
that's the one I
would
meant.
be another one, yeah.
Yeah,
that
that's
would
the
be
one. That's the one I meant to
um,
mention. Like those
Yeah,
two
a lot
games,
of people are gonna miss on that.
I think people missed it for both of them.
Yeah, the thing with Long Dark is I don't want to crap all over it, but it doesn't really appeal
It
as
doesn't
much
stand out too.
to the hardcore gamer, at least from what I can tell. I mean, it is on the PC, so if you get it, you can probably check it out on Steam for like $2 if you want.
Probably.
And then yeah, but that's really about it. I mean, if I have to tell you a Monster Hunter game to get, I would say get Rise and get Stories 2.
Yeah, why not?
You can easily get Stories 1 on the phone. It's the same exact game as it is on the 3DS, and I have it on the 3DS and I have it on the phone. It's a fantastic game.
Yeah.
Definitely check it out. Yeah, that's my daughter Zelda. She likes to be a part of everything.
It's all good. You got Oreo, you got Zelda, you got everyone there.
Yeah.
And Captain Chat says, Empire Sin, I've been waiting forever for that, and they only gave a release date in Japan and the UK. The North America presentation skipped it. I didn't know that. Did you?
Yeah,
catch that?
I noticed that there was no release date for it yet.
Okay. Yeah, because I missed that too. Just like how you mentioned with the Monster Hunter thing, I missed both. I missed both of those.
Yeah, and when you mentioned the plushie thing, so I gotta kind of watch that again because I want to make sure that I didn't mishear it and I'm giving your viewers the wrong information because that would be really crappy of me.
Yeah. Oh, totally. And hopefully it's just a deluxe version. Because like if it is just a regular base game that they're doing that, I'm gonna pre-order it like right now. You know what I mean? I can't have that game digital.
That collector's edition with the amiibo in it, that's sold out already. I can't even get it.
Really? It's already sold
Yeah,
out?
Yeah, somebody on Twitter had posted it. I forget who it was. They're like, yeah, I just pre-ordered mine from Best Buy. Hooray! And like 2 seconds after I clicked on it, it was gone.
Yeah, that's the worst. OJ was mentioning it the other day, a friend of ours.
Yeah, he was.
Literally, you can have it in your cart, you can go and click checkout, and it's gone. It's not even there. They literally take it out of your bag, put it in someone else's. They're a few seconds quicker. They click the button fast enough. They get it. It's insane.
Yeah, like for me, honestly, the only reason to get the collector's edition is for the amiibo. So you're only saving about 10, maybe $15 on getting the collector's edition as opposed to buying the deluxe edition and the amiibo separately.
Right.
But if you can wait to get either one of them, obviously you'll get the amiibo second. If you can wait to get that one, then you can definitely just get the deluxe edition straight up.
Definitely. And Rescue Squad says, did anyone see the Kirby Fighters 2 trailer? Yeah, we actually watched it together on stream tonight, Rescue Squad. You actually came to the stream a little bit afterwards, after that happened. So if you want to rewind the stream, Rescue, you're more than welcome to rewind the stream, watch me react to that trailer live, and the game's actually out now. So if you guys want to check that out, y'all can. Shouts to Abaddon, shouts to Matthew Hammond, shouts to Decepticon, shouts to Captain Chaz, Rescue Squad, Ash Off the Chain, Knife Life, Tommy Raiku, Troy Perry, everyone showing support. I really appreciate it. Thank you all for the support. Thank you, Abaddon, as well, for the dono earlier. Everyone showing support. It's much appreciated. And that was the first two topics. And the next one is very just lax topic, nothing crazy, just what are some of our favorite games of 2020 so far? Maybe some hidden gems, stuff like that. I actually want to hear from you first before I go mention mine.
You sure you want to do that?
I definitely do. I need to hear. I need to hear it.
All right. So I'm gonna go controversial with this one.
Controversial. How controversial
Yeah,
are you gonna get?
I'm gonna go ahead and say Last of Us Part 2, and let me tell you why.
Oh my god! And you heard everything I said before, so this is definitely controversial.
Well, it's let's just face it. The antagonist, if they didn't write it the way they did, I related to the antagonist. So let's just get it out there. I kind of made sure to really study her motivations for going batshit crazy like she did.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, okay, I get it. But what really took away from that was how they went backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards, and they didn't really have a clear-cut direction as far as their narrative goes. So I'll just kind of leave that out of why I like that one the most. The gameplay's fantastic. The gameplay is refined. I love the way the guns sound. That when you aim it, the reticle is very shaky unless you upgrade it, and even then, it still has a more realistic feel when you fully upgrade it because it's still shaking.
Yeah.
Every punch, every kick, when you step in through the grass, it's just fantastic. Is it better than Ghost of Tsushima? Which is really, I would say that's my tie for the best game of 2020. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
The sound design in both games is great. The story of Ghost of Tsushima is better though. So it's kind of a toss up for me. But I can't.
I think the combat's probably better in Tsushima though, isn't it?
Yeah, because there's more to it than just punching and kicking and firing some guns. There's a strategic element to it. You can't just go into a standoff, because if you go into a Mongol village or a Mongol stronghold, excuse my language, you'll notice when you do the standoff, you cut one guy's head off, 20 guys will come after you. So you got to be really careful with everything that you do.
Very cautious, prepared, all ready for anything.
It's not like throwing a Molotov at one clicker and then 20 other clickers go into the fire and get burned to death. So if I had to really pick one, it would be Ghost of Tsushima. But I tend to like the grounded realism to it, with as far as Last of Us 2 goes. And then, those are my top two.
Those are your top two?
Anything. Top two.
Shout out to the Yellow Kazoo. Welcome to the stream saying Mike Bethesda. Hey, that could be the new name for them. And we actually just talked about that earlier.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, and thank you for coming through, Yellow Kazoo. How have you been tonight? We're currently talking about our current games of the year at the moment. So I really appreciate it. And Kazoo says, oh, hello, child. Yeah, that's Carl's daughter named Zelda.
Yep, she's definitely named after the game, I promise.
And Decepticon says, plot twist, the child is a ghost. Don't. That's what Decepticon said. But Captain Chaz also said Ghost of Tsushima in the chat, and I agree with you, Captain Chaz. Ghost of Tsushima is definitely one of the highlights, and Rescue Squad, that's also a very good one as well. Nexomon Extinction was very good too. I'm still playing through it though, I'm not finished with it yet, but it's a very good game. Definitely a gem for sure. Have you heard of Nexomon?
I have. It's that Pokemon clone. I'm kind of partial to Temtem.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest though. I haven't played Temtem because it was in early access. It's still not out yet. But Next One's already out, and it's pretty good. Like, story-wise, the story's good.
Is it as bad as they say in terms of the hand-holding? You know what I mean? Like they just kind of walk you through the battle system a little bit. In
Nexomon, they don't really handhold you through the battle system. They handhold you through the story. That's more so what it is.
Okay.
So
that's
like,
not too bad then.
Yeah, it's just whenever you enter a town or something, or you pass by someone who's in the game that's a story-related person, you're gonna talk to them no matter what, even if you want to avoid them. It's just how it is.
Okay, so it's not like Pokemon where if I want to avoid like the mailman and I don't want to fight the mailman.
Yeah, it's not like that. You can avoid right. you can avoid like regular trainers, but those people that are like in the story though, those are a little harder to avoid. For me, I have 3 games though.
Is there a physical copy of that?
Yeah, there is, but I heard it's very rare. I heard it's a very rare physical copy.
All right, I'm gonna have to dig deep for that one then.
Yeah, for me, I have 3 games that are like my highlights for this year. Bug Fables. I love Bug Fables. It was a super fun game, especially when it comes to like, since I used to love Paper Mario, you've played the original Paper Mario games, and I know you've
I
been playing.
have.
I know you've been playing Origami King on stream as well.
I am. I am. It's actually really fun. It's not as good as Thousand Years Door, but it's still the best one since Thousand Year Door.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one of the best ones since back in the day for sure. It definitely
Yep.
is. The only thing is that I love Bug Fables, but aside from that, let me get out of that rabbit hole and go with the rest of my topics. Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
That's another game that I also game of the year material for me. Those two games are great, so much fun. But you want to know what the third one is? The third one technically didn't release in 2020, but I'm saying it is because the PC version did release in 2020. Persona 4 Golden. That's my game of the year so far, right next to Tsushima and Bug Fables. And I'm considering it a
Really?
2020 release because the PC release released in 2020. So that's like a little loophole I'm making for
wouldn't
myself.
surprise me that a re-release actually does well, especially in the Game Awards if it was to be nominated for anything. It's a fantastic game. I played that when I originally had the Vita. I don't have it no more, so I'm
Yeah.
kind of bummed out about that.
It's such a crazy game, like how that works. And I've been working on my review for that, which I'll be having on Sunday when I upload that. But yo, that game, it's so memorable. I finished the game about a month ago almost, and it's still on my brain every day. The characters, everything. And that's how it is with Ghost of Tsushima. Like Jin and everyone, you just know, you want to be there. You want to explore the world and know the characters. And same with Bug Fables. It has that same attachment to me. So I have that same feeling with those three games.
I see that Bug Fables is really liked by a lot lot of people. So I gotta give it a shot at some point. I
You
swear.
definitely should. I'm
every time
not
I see
kidding.
it.
If you may think this is craziness, necromagic. It's on par with Thousand Year Door.
What? Really? Now you're making me
Honestly.
want to play that game.
I'm being
You know
honest
that.
with you. When it comes to the characters, you only get 3 characters, but their stories are extremely fleshed out, and it's great. It's really worth it. It's a
Well,
lot
if
of
it's
fun.
got a great story, then I'm definitely gonna have to check it out.
And the
'cause
combat.
I really love a good story.
The combat's great as well. The combat is like the old school Paper Mario, but they advanced it and added new things, like a relay system where you can change turns of another person, so someone can have 2 turns in the same round. So like stuff like that's pretty awesome. It changes the whole
That
formula.
is cool. That does sound cool. How are the jokes in that game? Because I heard that it has a little bit of humor to it.
The writing is very good. The writing's very articulate. If there's anything that I had an issue with, just platforming. Platforming was an issue.
Decepticon, I see him saying that he wish he had my daughter's energy right now.
Oh, jumping around? Yeah, I wish I had that. I
dude.
wish I had that kind of energy too.
She's making me tired, like, because I see her twice, because I have you on one screen, so
Yeah.
I can, like, see you, and then I have her on the other screen. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like you're seeing double. Or
Yes,
triple.
yes.
Oh my god. And Captain Chat says, isn't Nexomon, Walmart, and Amazon double exclusive? I never knew that. I'm not sure. It could be, but what I do know though is it goes for a pretty penny on eBay, I heard. I'll check right now, actually.
Interesting. Yeah, check that out. But you know what? You picked a third. I'm gonna go ahead and pick a third myself. I'm gonna go Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Ooh, that's a good one. I played and beat
Yeah.
that. It's so good.
I actually was about to beat it before my PlayStation 4 had to be sent in for repair. So I'm looking forward to playing through chapters 1 through 17 all over again. I already know what the ending is because I was so close I had to spoil it. But it's I really like the combat. I love how it. Hopefully, I'm not spoiling it for anybody in the chat, but I really like how it is a not necessarily a remake. It's more of a game that's on a parallel timeline to the original games.
Right.
So it when you look at it that way, it's not necessary. It's a sequel, but it's not, and it fits within the franchise of Final Fantasy VII, and it's fantastic all around.
Yeah, it definitely is. And thank you to everyone who's been watching the stream. We've been having a blast. Me and Carl talk about a ton of great stuff. And
Hell yeah.
you guys heard about our thoughts on Microsoft buying Bethesda. You guys thought of our thoughts on the recent Direct Partner Showcase. And also our thoughts just now as well on our current possible Game of the Year contenders, if not our Games of the Year so far. And we're just gonna wrap up with reading up some questions into the chat. And if you guys have any questions,
Sure.
let us know, and I'll be reading off what you guys already have. And Captain Chaz says, I mean, I know I saw it at Walmart for $35. Yeah, I checked on
Really?
Google. I see it's on Best Buy for $40. It's at GameStop for $30, and at another Best Buy for $30. Oh, the Switch version's $40. The PlayStation 4 version is $30. Okay, that's why. And then when I see Nexomon Extinction on eBay, it's about the same price, 25 or so, 30. So it actually isn't as bad as I thought. I heard from a lot of people saying it was hard to find copies of the game. Maybe it was the Switch version they were having trouble finding copies, because the PS4 one, I'm seeing that everywhere. Huh.
Yeah, I don't see it on Walmart right now. Like, I'm on the website, and maybe I'm going blind. Let me see here.
And Troy Perry says, not getting the next shipment of
It's
Super
$40
Mario
at Walmart.
$40? Yeah, I had a feeling like that's probably what the price was, like, for that, because we saw it for about the same price at Best Buy too for the Switch version. And Troy Perry says, not getting the next shipment of Super Mario 3D All Stars here at EB Games till mid-February.
Yo, that's crazy.
Man, and Captain Chaz, I saw your comment earlier. When I mentioned the sales of Mario 3D All Stars, I was talking about all forms, not just physical, digital included, because it definitely sold more than 8 million physically. Captain Chaz, it definitely did. And Rescue
Yeah, if you
Squad,
factor in the physical and the digital, it's definitely going to be about that, if not more.
yeah, because they literally said it was their 15th best-selling game ever. That means something, like to me anyway.
100% means something, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Asshole off the chain says Bug Snacks launch title for PlayStation, maybe, which would be a horrible launch title. You've seen Bug Snacks? Oh my god, that game looks like a joke.
Yeah.
Next up, we got
So let's see.
Decepticon saying, "I'm gonna pick up one more copy next paycheck, then I'm good." Hey, nice man. You gotta make sure you
Yeah,
keep it
that's-
sealed.
Yeah, don't open that sucker up, man.
Yeah, keep it sealed, locked away, put it in a safe, never open it ever again. And Ash Altachine says, Bugsnax looks insane. It is. It's literally a fever dream. That's basically what it is. And you think animals are snacks, and you eat them. Or bugs.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
I'm hearing about things I haven't heard of yet in a while.
Yeah, man. And you definitely should check out Bug Fables, though. And Immortal Redneck. Those two games, fire. I definitely need to look more into Empire of Sin, though. I definitely need to look into that more myself.
Please do. It looks really good. If you like that tactical RPG stuff, you're gonna love that.
Yeah, because I like, I'm not sure, you're old enough, you know of the series. Brigandine?
Oh my god.
It was on the PlayStation back in the day.
Say that name one more time.
Brigandine, The Legend of Forsenna.
Okay, I've heard of it. That's how old I am.
Yeah,
about
I
that, yeah.
I never got to experience like the original to its fullest. I've only seen it once at an uncle's house. I never got to play it because I was like a kid and I barely even played Mario 64 at the time. I still wasn't even at that point of my gamer life yet, so I was still very young. And
Yeah, like my brother would play any RPG or any role playing game that he could. So I know that I've probably seen him play it.
And
That's
did
for
you
sure.
know that a new Brigandine released in 2020 and it's a Switch exclusive that already released?
No, I actually did not. See, that's how much my time is occupied.
Yeah. It's crazy because the game Brigandine Legend of Runercia, that's the new one, Runercia. It's on the Switch, and Limited Run did a print run for physical copies. That's the only way you could get a physical, and I'm very disappointed I missed out on that. I'm very disappointed that I missed out on the physicals because the game looks great, the art direction looks great, all that kind of stuff's awesome. And Rescue Squad, yeah, I was gonna answer your question. My bad. Kindred Fates, what is that? What is Kindred Fates? Rescue Squad, I want to know more. What's up with that? What is it? I never heard of it. But yeah,
I've never heard of it either.
I never heard of that.
As far as Limited Run is concerned, I'm still waiting for that Scott Pilgrim release.
I'm still waiting for my copy of Samurai Jack to arrive.
Same here.
It's
I know
taking
you live
forever.
streaming that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be live streaming it the first day I get it. I gotta. It's one of my favorite TV shows. Like, hands down, from back in the day, and the new season. That new season they had 2 years ago, or 3 years ago now. That season was
Don't
fire.
spoil it. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. I
Oh.
literally just bought that entire franchise.
Don't worry, I
Hulu.
won't spoil it, man. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. But yo, that's awesome. You got the whole collection though. That's awesome. You got that.
Yeah, it kind of, you know, when you go digital with certain things, you get sales that come in, you know. So like Steam obviously has great sales, and Vudu for any TV or movies, you know, that are out there. So I got the whole series for like $20.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah,
20.
it wasn't bad at all. Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, I gotta pick it up now. No, can't make an excuse now.
Yeah, you can't deny it. It's like, all right, I need this now. And
Yep.
Captain Chaz says, Empire Sin Worldwide, December 1st for $39.99, which is not bad. That's not bad for that game.
That's a great deal. That
Yeah.
is a great deal.
It probably has a long gameplay too, probably long game time. So that's definitely worth it. For
Yeah,
the price.
any of those games really do. I mean, you get through that half the game, probably spend about close to 20 hours.
Yeah, at least probably. And Ash Off the Chain says $69.99 in reference to Bugsnax as a launch title, like the price it would be.
Yeah, right.
Real quick before we wrap
It'll
up
be
the stream.
70, but yeah.
Yeah, 70 definitely. But like before we wrap up the stream, I do want to ask you real quick. $69.99 games. Will you be like me when it comes to that and hold off on buying games? Because like $69.99, I know that that's much better for the developers and they deserve for the work they're putting in. But it's not going to the developers' pocket. It's going to the higher ups that are making 40 million or 40 billion a year or whatever. So, for me, if I see a game that I want desperately, then yes, it has to be like a desperate need for it. Like if someone said Super Mario 64 remade coming to Switch for $69.99, I'd buy it. But if
instant.
yeah, but if someone said something like Soul Calibur 8, a new Soul Calibur, I'll be like, I'll wait. You know what I mean?
Here's my take.
I like Soul Calibur though. I'm just saying.
Games were always fluctuating between 30, 40 to 80. Remember when the 64 games came out and the Super Nintendo?
Well, Super Nintendo. I only know about Super Nintendo is Chrono Trigger. I know Chrono Trigger.
I'm
were for
dating
penny.
myself, but some of these Super Nintendo 64 games, you know, wow, I said that too close together. Super Nintendo 64. That could be a really good hybrid console. Anyway,
surprised it's not a thing already.
Those games were like $80, $90, and you know, in Toys R Us. If you look at the original ads, but you know, in today's market, I'm not going to spend that much money. Everything is going to be a sale. That's why I'm not getting a PlayStation 5 right away. It's like
Me too.
all the games I wanted to get, they're coming to the PlayStation 4, and they will be backwards compatible with a free patch once you get the PlayStation 5. So it makes no sense to really, you know, jump right in.
Agreed. And it's a shame that once 2K said it was gonna be $69.99, everyone's like, all right, $69.99 it is. And it's like, bro, you don't have to follow the leader every time, guys, just because you want extra money in your pocket. It's like, geez.
I remember when I was living in Florida around 2004 when I think when Raw vs. SmackDown came out on the PlayStation 2, that was the first game I saw for $59.99.
Ooh.
So that was a real wake-up call back then. Like, games are going to get more expensive every, you know, couple of generations. They're going to go up.
I'm just gonna say, if any of those games got remade nowadays, like SmackDown vs. Raw, 06, 07, and 08, any of those four, I'd buy it.
Oh, for sure. I'm still waiting for this, you know, No Mercy remake or you know, whatever it's called. I can't. There's a game that says it retains the gameplay from the classic wrestling games from the 64 era. So I'm kind of waiting to see. I can't remember the name of it, but I know that one of the guys on the platform mentioned it. I can't remember who it was.
It might have been RGT maybe. I think.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Sean
I can't remember the
definitely
name of the
mentioned
game though. Yeah, I saw that.
I
Video too.
think Troy, you mentioned it to me the other day. What was that wrestling game? The one that has Rob Van Dam coming out and all those other characters in it. What's that game called, Troy? You mentioned it to me the other day. Do you remember the game? The one you sent me a tag in on Twitter, where it's like, yo, this is what the thing is, and it actually looks sick. I don't remember the game. Retromania. Was that it?
Yeah, that's what.
Shout out to Santiago. Welcome to the
said.
stream. I think that was it. I think it was Retromania. Or it could be a different one. I'm not sure. It could be. I'm not 100% positive. It's something Alliance, I think, or something too. I have a foggy
There's
memory.
a few wrestling games coming out.
Yeah, and I think it's great that there's so many like indie wrestling games coming out because 2K is not doing a good job.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The Wrestling Code, is that what it is?
Wrestling Code. Why does that sound familiar?
Is that the one RGT mentioned? That might have been it. Or it could have been Retromania.
Is that the one that 8-Bit Eric is trying to get on?
And what's his face?
I know he wrestles.
Yeah, and Simon Miller from What Culture.
Okay.
And Retromania is the spiritual successor to WrestleFest. So it could be Retromania or it could be Wrestling Code. I think it may be Wrestling Code. I'm not sure 100% on that.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either, actually.
But what I am sure of is we had a great time tonight, for sure.
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
Definitely.
Do you mind if I take a minute to share a link with your viewers?
Yeah, you can throw a link in the chat. I just want to mention one last question from
Sure.
Matthew Hammond. Will they reboot Leisure Suit Larry for an MSRP of $69.69? I don't know what that
I'd buy
is.
it just for the price.
Me too. Oh my god. Shout out to the 24 concurrent viewers during the majority of the stream, and we hit 30 likes. If you haven't hit the like button and enjoyed the stream, smash that like button. And Troy mentioned real quick, 8-bit characters is Retromania Wrestling. The Wrestling Code is the virtual basement game, which has RVD, EC3, Brian Cage, and etc. I'm definitely going to get the Wrestling Code for sure. That's the one I'm most hyped for personally. I know the 8-bit one has Nick Aldis and also has a ton of other great wrestlers too in that game. But if you haven't already and you enjoyed today's stream of the broadcast episode 28, please hit that like button. And it would mean so much, guys. And we actually have Karl's Twitch link in the description of the stream. And if you want to post that link in the chat too, Karl, that'd be awesome. Or if one of the mods can get Karl's link for his Twitch so everyone can go follow Karl right now, that'd be awesome, guys.
Yeah, if you guys if you guys can, actually I can't post a link to what I'm doing over on Twitch.
Oh, it's because you're not a mod. That's why.
Right. So
yeah, my bad.
if you guys want to go ahead,
You
cool.
can send it to me. You can send it to me on Discord. Just send me the link on Discord, and I think
I'll
I
do
can
that right after that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm going to be giving away 2 copies of the digital edition for Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity upon release once my Twitch channel reaches 200 followers, which it has, so that's kind of cool. And then
congrats.
affiliation status. Yeah, man, it was kind of cool. So once we get 2 of those and the game releases on November 20th, I'm going to go ahead and announce the winners on Twitter. So make sure you guys are following me on Twitter as well.
Awesome, man. Awesome. And if you send me the link on Discord, I can drop it into the chat.
Yeah, I'll do that right now. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, it's all good. Thank you so much to Chris Levi, Troy Perry, Knife Life Media, Santiago, Astros Off the Chain, Matthew Hammond, Rescue Squad, Tommy Raiku, everyone who's been here showing support, Avedon, Decepticon, the Yellow Kazoo. Thank you all for being here. Edward Bishop, thank you so much for coming through. Everyone's been showing mad support tonight. 164, Armchair, Full Metal Activist.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah, good times with so many of you being here. RDA Matt, Grubby K9, Nindy Gamer. Y'all showed up for some amazing support, guys. Thank you for coming through for the 28th episode. It means a lot that you guys came through and made it tonight. And thank you, of course, Karl, for coming through to the stream. It means a lot that we got to have you on. Anytime, man. And maybe we'll have a discussion again sometime as well. Thank you so much for coming through.
You just hit me up, and we'll have a good time again. Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Definitely. And thank you, Juice Man Vaughn. Good stuff, VC. I was lurking. Yo, shout outs to Juice Man Vaughn. Thank you so much for enjoying the stream and listening. I really appreciate that, man. And I know a lot of you have been enjoying the broadcast, especially when we have like discussions like this now integrated in. So I thank you all so much for enjoying. And once again, thank you, Karl, for coming through. And everyone, check out Karl's Twitch. I'm gonna put it in the chat since I don't know. I guess Dior's asleep. Usually Dior is always. Oh no, he's here, but he's probably at multiple streams. So Dior's missing his job. You ain't doing your job, Dior.
Yeah,
Gonna remove your mod.
if you guys like single player games across all genres, and then multiplayer sessions where I kind of go off once in a while, just follow me over there on Twitch.
Yep, and it's Karl Rocco.
Yeah, it's Karl_Rocco.
Yep, got it. And thank you so much, Matthew Hammond, for coming to the stream. Thank you so much. And by the way, Matthew Hammond, I'll be reviewing the music that you sent me in about the next 2 weeks. We've actually had people recently asking for music reviews to come back, so I'll definitely do that for you, bro. And I'm actually going to be covering that and some other hip-hop stuff as well. Thank you, everyone, for being here in the stream today. It's been a lot of fun. And thank you, Karl Rocco, for coming through. We'll be wrapping up the call for now, and then I'm just going to do my outro for the stream. And we'll be wrapping up. So if you want to hang out in the chat for the next 5 minutes, if you want, it's all appreciated.
I'll hang out in the chat. Thank you guys for having me and having a good discussion. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing everybody on Twitch.
Definitely. And you'll be streaming later tonight as well, right?
Yes, actually, since my PlayStation 4 finally came back from repair, I'm going to be doing a test stream, just playing a full 9 innings of MLB The Show 2020.
Nice, man. Unfortunately for me, I have to wake up at 7:30 a.m. tomorrow. Yeah. It's already 12:30 almost, so I may have to unfortunately miss the stream tonight because I know. But are you streaming again on Friday and Saturday and Sunday? I know you have your schedule.
I will tell
right?
you my schedule right now if you don't mind.
Yep. Let everyone know your schedule for anyone who has followed you.
My schedule will be tomorrow. I'm going to be playing Super Mario Sunshine for the first time. Well, not the first time, but I'm gonna make this a game that I play through and beat for the first time on the stream.
I definitely gotta be there for that. That's my favorite.
Friday is my Destiny day, so that'll be 6:30. Both days are 6:30 p.m. Hawaii time, which is about 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. But the Mario one might be in the morning, so it'll be in the afternoon for you guys most likely. And then Saturday and Sunday will be 6:30 Hawaii time for Paper Mario.
Well, that's actually great. The Sunshine timing is perfect. I'm actually free tomorrow afternoon for a small bit of time, so I'll definitely be there for your stream tomorrow for sure. 100% be there. Shout out to everyone coming through. The 100% click been in the building. Every hit 30 likes. Thank you guys for the support, and I'll see you once you're in the chat. All right, Carl. Thank you for coming through the stream, man. And I really appreciate it, bro. You too, man.
Yep.
Have a good one.
Later.
And that was a great conversation. Yo, thank you so much, Carl, for being here for tonight's stream. I really appreciate it. Yo, thank you to everyone watching. Shout out to the 22 concurrent viewers. There is some click news I need to mention real quick before we wrap up with this outro. Tomorrow morning, 8:30 to 8:45 a.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to be live streaming the Square Enix Tokyo Game Show event. They're going to be mostly covering Nier Automata, Nier Replicant, a ton of dope stuff. So you guys should definitely be there for that. It's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow morning. That stream starts in just about 8 hours or so. So definitely be there for that. Also, tomorrow night, if you're a member on Patreon, you will get episode 2 of Segments. And episode 2 of Segments stars Hunter-N64, good friend of mine, member of the community, 100% Click, and member of many fellow communities. It'll be a dope time. We talk about Mario 3D All-Stars, the pre-order controversy, and a bunch of other stuff as well. Then we have the YouTube version of me and Troy's discussion on Segments. We're going to have that episode uploaded to YouTube, and it's going to be super dope. It's going to be more refined, and you guys get all the highlights from that discussion. Then on Friday, we're going to be busy Friday. We're going to be busy. I'm streaming at like 6:45 a.m. for Sega Atlas Tokyo Game Show. I'm streaming again at 8:45, a separate stream for Capcom Tokyo Game Show. And then at night on Friday, I'm streaming the HappyNet and Spike Chunsoft presentations back to back. So we have a lot of streams on the way. I know there hasn't been much gameplay live streams this week, but Tokyo Game Show's happening, and I've been very busy with Segments. I've been very busy with all kinds of stuff. I do want to try and get a Discord live stream in at some point for all you members of the community. And if you are a member of the community, please make sure, if you're a member of our Discord, to make sure you have @everyone turned on. That's how I keep you all up to date on all the live streams, videos, and music and more when you're in our 100% click Discord community. Thank you all so much for coming to the stream tonight. It's been a blast. Shout outs to everyone who's been here. Ash Off the Chain, Rescue Squad, Santiago, Matthew Hammond, Juice Man Vaughn, Troy Perry, Chris Levi, Yel Kazoo, Avedon, everyone who's been here tonight. It's been a blast. Thank you all so much for being here. And once again, shout outs to Karl Rocco for coming to tonight's stream. It was a lot of fun. Unfortunately for me though, I need to try and go to bed. I am tired, so I'm going to just make sure I'm off my phone as much as possible. Because if you're on your phone too long, when you're trying to go to bed, you'll be on YouTube watching a bunch of videos forever. Thank you so much, Ash Off the Chain, enjoying the stream. And you too, Rescue Squad, I hope you're safe as well. Have a good one, bro. Have a good one, everyone. Thank you all for being here. And please, please, if you haven't already, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel as well. Hit that notification bell. And if you want to be a member to join our Discord, make sure you guys check out the links in the description of the stream below. It would mean so much. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all tomorrow morning. And then I'll be uploading the segments episode number 2 on Patreon tomorrow. So luckily tomorrow I'm a little lighter on stuff that I have going on. Thankfully. Because this week I've been super busy with personal life stuff and super busy with content. I've been doing a bunch of stuff lately. So thank you guys for the support. And thank you too, Karl. I hope you have a good night. And I'm glad you were able to come through. I'm glad you were able to be here for this episode. It was a blast. And we had a lot of great discussions. Thank you to everyone watching. Thank you all for your support. And I will see you all next time. Check out my new videos on my channel. My Mario 3D All-Stars analysis, which isn't a review. It's not a review. And also check out my video on scalping and what's wrong with it. Thank you all for coming to the stream. See you tomorrow, everyone. Peace.